things are right, and you just know there is something in your eyes that brings me home. 'Cause when there's love, you don't let go. So as long as you're with me, you're not alone, you'll never be. I wanna tell you what I feel and really mean it. I wanna shout it from the rooftops to the sky. 'Cause if you ever need a friend, you know I'll be it. From tonight until we see the end of time, I'll cross my heart and hope to die with. Always and forever, I'll be by your side. When days are dark and stars don't run with. Always and forever till the end of time. When we look back and when we're old, we'll see your footprints next to mine along the road. And I don't know what the future holds, but as long as you're with me, you're not alone, you'll never be. I wanna tell you what I feel and really mean it. I wanna shout it from the rooftops to the sky. 'Cause if you ever need a friend, you know I'll be it. From tonight until we see the end of time, I'll cross my heart and hope to die with. Always and forever, I'll be by your side. When days are dark and stars don't run with. Always and forever till the end of time. I'll cross my heart and hope to die with. Always and forever, I'll be by your side. When days are dark and stars don't run with. Always and forever till the end of time.
Hello, IRP League. Welcome. We are broadcasting Omni versus Frost today. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to even get a match because Omni are working with a emergency last second sub in Indigo. Literally just some random plat from the LFG, but might not be random anymore. Who knows? We'll see how he pops off. I am going to be joined today by Colozo.
Hello, hello.
The little profile picture on my left. I don't have a camera today because I installed a standing desk in my room and I don't exactly have everything fully set up and lighting and camera placement and all that. So you're just going to see the little transparent D logo today. Shoot, if it works, it works. And I hope it works. So yeah, shoot, again, Omnivoid versus Frost. I'm excited to see how this one plays out. I've seen both of them play. I've admin a game for Omni, and obviously we saw Frost play week 1 on the IRP League. But shoot, we're just gonna have to go ahead and see how they do today.
Doug, did you want me to switch for you? I don't know how you even spectate my switching, but
I click the I click the bracket button and then it switches my POV to someone else observing.
Okay, then I'll switch.
Alrighty, here we go, straight into the match. Let me make sure my video settings are good. Shoot, I'm a player. Ugh. There you go. Just for you guys. I just have such a wonderful PC that I have to turn off my FPS so I don't show the people running 480 capped.
That's crazy. What do you know about 300 capped, bro?
Goated. Alright, shoot. We are here underway on Sunset. It's going to be a 4-1 split through mid. That Neon is going to go ahead and beat the door, but unfortunately, Wavy is there for the first pick of the series. Now just a straight execute onto the site. It's kind of cutting noise a little bit now. Seeing how the enemy goes ahead and reacts. Indigo finding the first one on Wavy. That's a good sign, especially someone taking off the street, you know. As this Ivory Dreamwing's Ghost model just looks absolutely insane on my screen. Perfect blind there from our retakers. Turtle's completely taken up, but the trades are coming through, and it's just kind of slow in both ways. Ham's finding one too. Racer positioning himself properly for the time. And now it's just Crimson. Time ticking away. 20 seconds left. Almost Omen diffs. Has to swing and pray he gets picks. Ham's there with it to shut that down. So first round going in the direction of Omnivoid. Super sub Indigo getting a kill on the board too. I do have that Neon, which slightly better than Waylay in terms of barrier presence and sheer force and speed. I had Raymond talking to me about that concept when we were doing corrode drills. Raymond is one of our wonderful coaches in the Immortal roadmap program. Taught me everything I know to get up to Immortal with my guarantee. And if you're in the server, he's the one with the blue cat profile picture.
Jake with the first kill gets traded out.
Yeah, Omni just shredding through their better guns after last round. Not much to be said, not much to even suggest. Frost might have done better there. They played the best they could, got whatever picks they could. And starting us off nice, getting Ethan Sunset vibes over here in the grand finals. Go off, go off.
Doing everything.
Omni have just been sending the majority of their numbers to like straight hit sites. They haven't been setting defaults or anything, so that might be something Frost might be able to take advantage of. If only their site players weren't getting so overwhelmed by all this util right here. Oh my goodness, 2 down immediately. Thumbtacks takes 2 of his own though, so now it's just him as the lone side anchor, gonna go ahead and back up and group with his team for this retake. I do want to see something real quick. Yeah, Ham's one off the ult, and now Rolling Thunder is online, round 3.
Off your feet!
It's going to be used almost immediately. Only catches one of us, though. They're going for a push here. Thumbtacks, stunned, finds the headshot, and Crimson finds the follow-up as well. And now it is purely just Indigo in a 1v3, made it a 1v2. Smoke is down. Very smart play for someone here with a stinger. They know not to stick. Crimson with a good spam, though. NT Indigo. And now Frost do close out the round they should be. That being the bonus round, but it came at a hefty price. 3 of their players down. Omni doing the damage and doing a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of insane what they're able to put up with all these set takes.
Yeah, they are getting the kills done.
Cutting through.
Trade just not going in their favor yet. Seems like
It
they're,
looks like they're just gonna
buy.
stick with their winning formula too. Omni just straight hitting.
Yeah.
Seeing another straight push into that. Oh, doesn't beat the door this time. Does not beat the door this time. Ooh, Uber's isolated over there. It does manage to escape. Is spotted, however. Now Omni with their plans foiled. They're just going to have to go ahead and back up and decide what they want to do. It's like they're using their pivot foot to go over towards A. They're gonna leave one lurker. Indigo's gonna be here to make sure the Frost players either stay or are late to rotate. Oh, gun barrel spotted, however.
Found one.
Oh my goodness!
Got him to 1
How
HP.
is Indigo able to escape that? Literally 1 HP. Oh my goodness. Alright, so Indigo's done his job. Now I believe here does come the set takeover onto the A side.
Has to
Jay
get
Boo
two.
has different plans, however. First 2 bloods of the game happening over a minute in. And now everything is just going in the way of Frost. Omni's fast take just ceased before it even started, and now just crumbling apart. Entire Frost. I have a hunch that Spike is still over on A. Omni might just want to back up and save these rifles while they still can. And it does look like that's what they are going to go for. Attack's trying to do a little bit of exploring. Oh, Hams is a victim. Indigo almost traded it out as well, but shoot, keep whatever rifles you can at that point. 2-2 now. Dimensional Drift online. That is huge. We also see Waylay's Convergent Paths online very soon for Omni as well. They might want to take a main and then site hit with that. We've seen them super successful on those set site takes whenever they are uninterrupted. Finally spreading out here. Sending 2 per site. They are just going to converge over on mid. Now as that door is broken, a little more pressure put over on this market area. Going to force a Sova drone out top. Omen Paranoia is going to clear out that entire long hallway of market. Hams finds the first pick over. Oh my goodness, unlucky timing. Get your gun back out, Ooper. Finds the first pick top mid and then immediately traded out because we don't have our gun out. Step made, Vice baited. That is huge. Steps are being made. It's going to be no question that this is going to be a market hit. The breach blind finds both holding players. Such a well-placed blind. And now Thumbtacks is trying to fight his way back into this round. He does make it a 2v2.
I'll handle this.
He is going to straight go ahead and use Dimensional Drift over here while his teammate comes back out. Both player positions spotted.
Yeah. I'm back.
And now it's just a matter of picking and poking at the sites. See if they can go ahead and get whatever picks they can to secure this retake. Tortle's just not traded out by Indigo. Indigo, however, does find one. As from the shadows, if he so chooses to play some mind games here. Jump spots with a knife. Smart play, but... Ooh, Jevu is off the spike. Off once again. Indigo's gonna get it and clean head tap. Oh my goodness.
Well played.
This is exactly who you'd want on your team, especially a player down.
Our rookie is shooting.
Hey, if you're an IRP, you can do anything. This just goes to show. God dang. You guys had what, peak plat 2?
Yeah.
6-1 in an IRP scrim match against Boise State University Crimson. Go off. Go off. Now Frost at a weapons disadvantage. They're just going to want to go ahead and take whatever space they can as a horde. But it's not going to matter because Omni are just going another set retake. Wavy almost had the head tap for free, but is caught out by every piece of util in the book. And now a bullet to the face. It's going to be a 4-person retake from mid. Splitting 3 towards main, but that's where Omni are allocating their numbers as well. As Racer takes down Jevu, and it's just going to be an absolute massacre of util. And as I say it, it is happening. Turtle's all that's left. It doesn't even matter. Ooper finds his first on the board, and that's going to be an Omni flawless. Overwhelming is just what they do best. Omni finding everything. Every
Look at
single
that
site is theirs.
Utility. Holy
Yeah.
I wonder how often they just sheerly practice like this agent comp and hard takes with just every piece of util.
Yeah.
It's so
Frost has an
tightly
off on
knit.
that.
It just seems so well rehearsed and like intuitive at this point. Rolling Thunder is
Gets
gonna catch
one.
nobody on the site. There's Jevu over on elbow, takes one out, but Turtle's quick to trade it.
I know exactly where you are.
At the exact same time, I was gonna say Thumbtacks has elbow control while nobody knows it, but now Cypher Scan is going to put a thumbtack in that plan rather. Again, it's Omni in a numbers advantage, playing the anti-retake. Sova drone spotted out in CT. No more reach blinds. Those have been so pivotal as the Omen Paranoia catches two potentially, but no! Wavy took too long on the peak. Now it is just Crimson and Turtle. Turtle finds one. Turtle finds a consolation prize over on Indigo behind the
He
box.
does, he does. That's all you can ask.
But my goodness, Indigo. I won't say I had like low expectations, but I didn't have too many, especially these four.
Yeah.
And like this has been so set in place by now, right? Like these are league players that have done 4 matches so far, going on number 5.
Played together too.
Frost undefeated and just popping off this well. It's gonna be a B fake, sending all of their hard hitters over onto B while the spike just slowly works its way over on A. Waylay left as an insert, but not as an insert for too long because of that retractability. Hams is stuck behind the wall. He's barely gonna sliver away. And the sight fake was successful, sending all 3 of their hard hitters. Breach, Waylay, Neon. Surely it's a B hit. No. Cypher and Omen just strutting on over to A. Now Frost is going to be incredibly late for this retake, and it's slightly disconnected as well. Turtle does find one to make it slightly easier, hopefully. Hams also does as well, and now it is just over for Frost until... Yeah, I was going to say over for Frost unless Crimson and Co can close it out before I could even finish. The other teammate is dead.
Would have been huge for Turtle to get the second one.
Very smart play from Omni, capitalizing off of the pressure they make to just play mind games with Frost.
Great fake.
I cut you off. What were you saying?
That's a great fake.
Ooh.
That's all I have to say.
I like what Frost are cooking up here. The convergent paths over on the A main. As soon as they hear noise or spot someone, it's popping. And that's exactly where Omni's going to be starting up at this round. But unfortunately, it is only going to be one lone Cypher, so that play taken out. Again, it's a round of mid control. Oh, there goes the lurker for Omni, so they're going to have to decide where they want to go here real soon. They do not have any map presence. They are all stuck over here in mid. They're going to go ahead and take it up top. Trades come through in their favor. They successfully take mid. So what they lack in map space, they have stolen from Frost. Spots one out market. Gunfight's ablazing. Does catch 1, 2. And while stunned, almost catches the third. This is huge for Frost. Wonderful job from Wavy as the site anchor over on B. Now with the last footsteps going to be very loud. It's just over.
Here. Yeah.
They can't really stop Omni from taking the sites in the mid. They can't really stop Omni from where they want to go. What they can do is kind of sidestep into the areas that they know they're not taking. And they did that very successfully over on A. So Omni were kind of forced to do an on-the-fly move. Might not even have been on the fly. They might have had the set go top mid play, but still, just being able to take the space that Omni are leaving behind is absolutely huge. Gonna be a fast Neon hit over into market again. convergent pass coming in just a bit too late because Wavy finds Zuper immediately. So one movement duelist down. Scratch that too. They haven't even tripped the Vice wall yet. Oh, this is dire for Omni. All these ultimates online for Frost and still not even a care in the world because nobody's even on the site.
Slightly, he's 1 HP though.
I don't even know what to call that. Good dash spot by Jebu to get the info. Indigo finds two. So now all of a sudden back into this round, it's Indigo. As from the shadows, you could just go to a site. You don't even need to get the spike.
Nope.
Jump spot is out. Mr. Turtle. Oh, that was almost really bad for Turtle, but luckily closing it out. Hey, sometimes stupid is the move. We saw it right there. 10 and 4, by the way. Oh my gosh.
He's shooting. He do be shooting.
He is, in fact, a shooter.
Now we wait. Launching thorn. Rip and tear.
Omni slowly starting to slip away a couple rounds here. Froster finding out how to counter play. But so far it's worked pretty good. 2 rounds in a row for them. One quiet smoke over on B. No cause for alarm quite yet. But now is everything. What a wonderful Art Rose timing by Wavy. Almost finds the third, but that's his job finished. Now his team's retake is going to be significantly easier. It's not even a challenge for Frost. Dude, Wavy. We're just seeing Wavy pop off, holding down market like nobody's business and just doing the Sentinel things you want to see out of your Sentinel. I don't know what really gave Wavy the indication to pop that Arc Rose. I didn't hear much. But shoot, it definitely worked out.
Seems like they're gonna try to hit A again. They do have a lot of ults, so they could try to fake again. Slowly getting out.
Rolling Thunder up. Sight Anchor is stunned up, but also teammates very close for this retake. Omni have completely backed out. Completely abandoned the B hit, putting the correct amount of pressure on.
They are kind of here, though.
Kind of here, but not quite. Broken up in the middle by Turtles.
Stealing sight.
It's real, Indigo. Shoot it. Al drone to clear out the site. But still, with numbers down this heavily, it might not even matter whatsoever. Paranoia comes through. Indigo finds one on Thumbtacks exiting the smoke. It is going to be both the remaining players coming out of this area as well and finding one, but I mean just overwhelmed, getting pinched from every direction it seems.
That's the second time they've fallen for that fake.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it worked one time, it's going to work a second time. 3 after that, it's kind of, they'll be wary of it.
They did hold off the fake for a while, though, so... Let's see what Frost has to do with attack.
I suspected at Omni we were going to have slightly more rounds, but I mean, Frost were able to adapt pretty well towards the later half. Like, whenever their round... Whichever rounds they took super strong, I thought it was just a gimme that was just going to be happening. Because you can't exactly contest one of the mains without overcommitting your numbers to something else. Did I hear a yippee in someone's background? I swear I heard the German kid playing... I swear I heard the German... I might be tripping. I heard the background. So now Frost kind of shut out over on A. Omni with a good A main stall. Slowly dripping their way onto the B site. Wavy finds one over in mid, so now numbers evened out. Crimson finds one on Indigo as well. And now trades are coming through. 3 versus 3, 2v2. Oh my goodness, thumbtacks, come on. Ooper almost gave it to him. Overcommitting himself on the fight. It is what it is. NT Wavy. Omni with a quick one here.
Yeah.
Showing off that aggressive playstyle that they put on a show for us on their attack. Almost didn't go too well. Saw that lurk in mid. Do a little bit of damage, but ultimately didn't matter. Two pistol rounds in a row. Omni are just quite good. I suspect they'll be taking most of them through this series. Or towards B. Does look like it is going to be mid. Oh my goodness. Both of those... I was going to say both of those outlaw shots whiffed out, but made up for it over in market. Now Whaley was taken out as taking that very fast market area too. Seen both teams really want to go for that and just run it down with a stinger. Hems must be a G2 fan. Hey, I know I am. Hey, hey. Wait, I gotta flex, I gotta flex, I gotta flex. I know I am. I know I am. I showed off the friends list. I haven't exactly seen both teams really get into the swing of things, especially since it hasn't been a full buy round for both. But we're going to see somewhat of an indicator this round as both teams are coming in with decent rifles, you know, better on the side of Frost here. Playing out the anti-bonus. Fast sight take comes through, spots Omen over in market. Sofa Drone's going to go ahead and spot out Cypher maybe. Judge doesn't break the trip. I'm actually surprised about that. That is kind of lame, I'm not gonna lie. A Judge should be able to break a Cypher trip at that distance. All I'm saying. Crimson finally finds the first pick, 30 seconds into the round take. And they are dissolving this retake.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, so effective. And now they know realistically the only person remaining could just be over on that flank. We're gonna try and maybe save this outlaw. We'll just find some exits and get a rifle. Turtle's there with it. So now Frost that round kind of showing why they're undefeated. Just absolutely surgically stopping that retake before they could even manage the front sight.
They just take so much space over you. It's like too much on site. Gotta play retake against this team.
Might have to play retake this round too. The majority of Omni numbers over on B. Almost the players are going to be starting over on A. 2 mid, however. So it is just going to be a bit of an A split. 3 mid now.
Seems like they want to play forward.
So I was going to say they haven't contested door yet. And with that Cypher trip there, Indigo knows he's safe. Slow going. Turtle's taking a lot of B space over here.
Oh, he might get caught.
Oh, Crimson's gonna get shot in the back here. Shot in the face, but still, Turtle's finding it. An overextender on it. What in the Turtles? You're doing too much, brother. Unless you can find one off of this, I'm scared for you. Finds a slow wavy. Yes. All right. The flank is successful. Finds 2. Job is done. And with the stall doing wonderful work over here. Oh, I'm very scared for Hams. Never mind. Hams is finding one. I thought he was going to get pinched instantly, but no. And now it's just Turtle left. Oh my goodness. Omni playing it very nice. And now they know Turtle's just going over in spawn. 21 HP. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Not win the round. Oh, oh, oh. You can't give him that. You guys can't give him that. Alright, they gave him that. Very smart move from Crimson. I have not... Yeah, I was gonna say, I have not seen timeouts by, like... I think I've seen maybe 2 timeouts in the 4 matches broadcasting. This goes out to literally every single League player. Call those timeouts. You got 2 per match and then 1 per overtime, right? Just call them. Just do it. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah. They're actually very effective too.
Yeah, wonderful mental
Slow down
reset.
the pace of someone's snowball.
Mm-hmm. Discuss what you can be doing better.
Yeah.
What I would say to them right now is maybe... If you're going to be taking it this slow, you need numbers on another side.
Yeah.
Because Turtles really put up on display why they need to do that. They just walked down B for free and got the first pick. So if you're going to be taking it slow, you need to have numbers spread around the map. But if you're going to be taking it fast, you need to take it fast. You just don't have an option. Especially with the pressure that Omni are putting up. So now maybe they hear my words and they're going to go on a fast B hit here. Because I believe fast is the only way to go in this situation. Quick contestation from Turtles over an A main. Wonderful stall. And so now they are just going to be forced to decide whether or not they want to go through the smoke. Aldrone spots nothing. Then again, Turtles is just wonderful at positioning himself. Does look like they're going to go ahead and back up. And they are cautious about these flank timings they know could be occurring. Wonderful clear by Crimson. Crosshair placement. Mwah, chef's kiss. So they understand the gaps that they are creating. Something they did discuss in the timeout. Oh my goodness. Turtles and Hams, though. Finding one over on B main and mid, respectively. And now with the Cypher all out, positions just revealed. Wonderful trade by Jevu. Turtles finds his second of the round after having that much impact to stop the B push. He's going to go for a B main push. Turtle versus Turtle.
Crimson.
May go ahead and be a B hit. I will not. We do have From the Shadows online. And it is going to be used over on Elbow. He's going to be uncontested. Benefit for Frost. Not like they have much of a choice anyway in which site they take at this point. One over an Elbow. Turtle's going to be caught out. Wonderful positioning from Crimson. That's 3 on the round. It's just Indigo and a 2v1. The clears, they're not there. The experience that Crimson is showing. What a wonderful round from him. Recognizing the gap that his team was creating over on A. Seeing that, hey guys, we can test a lot of space. They stop us, and then they like to just take space on one of the other mains. One of the other extremities. They love just walking down, holding positions, or walking out mid. That's what I died to. Let's make sure we adjust. I'll be the one to adjust as well, because I just died to it, right? It's not gonna flee my mind after this timeout. I'm gonna be hyper aware of it. Finds the first pick on Nooper and 3 more to close out the round. Pretty much single-handedly.
5 man
walking mid. And with a Guardian and sheer numbers, it's gonna be so difficult. Spam guns are gonna be the name of the game. Rolling Thunder onto the lone Sova. This is madness. Unable to close him out quite yet. Turtle, just stay alive. Your teammate's on the way. You don't need to be doing all this. Thumbtacks with a nice kill to the back of the head, as well as a second and a third. Gets out, recognizing the position of the Omen. Look at Jevu as well. Walked all the way up through B. Aldrone does spot Indigo. Very good smoke. Unfortunate, Turtles. Unfortunate. Thumbtacks might be on for an ace here. Low key, set him up. Won't find it. Jevu with the wonderful B flank timing. Now we've got a match on our hands. That timeout's working wonders.
Gotten 2 so far. Not in the lead quite yet. Still got some work to do.
Omni put up a lot of rounds towards the start of this game, but Frost really reeling them back in. Maybe even going to push them down so that they can soar up to that wonderful 13. Sun comes through. Ham, I was going to say Thumbtacks doesn't get the kill, but oh my goodness. That was wonderful work. Ooper, oh my goodness. Not the neon alt with. That's got to be painful. It's now overdrive completely out of the
Hams
equation.
is
Crimson
dead.
finds Hams over in top mid too. Well, I would argue that Hams put up whatever value he could at that point. First blood.
Bye.
And that top mid presence, but just kind of stalling and poking and prodding to see what they can get. Frost just kind of deciding where they want to go. A bit split. Does look like it's going to be B, however. Moving over towards this area. Crimson's going to be very separated. Doesn't have From the Shadows, so he can't just one-click TP over. Oh, Turtles with the knife out. Crimson finding it. Oh my goodness. When you don't have info, you don't have your knife out. And now that's going to open up to go over towards A. Oh my goodness. Racer's going to try and stall it. That's the spike down. That's the spike down. 20 seconds remaining. They're going to have to make a mad dash for it and get back. Go, 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 man. Crimson luckily finds one over on bottom mid, but it might not even be enough.
I don't think they're gonna hit it.
The spike's not gonna go down.
What?
Jevu, you could at least go ahead and get some plant money. Come on now. Come on now. 300 credits and 1 for your convergent paths. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Racer with the prime positioning to stop that round. Oh my gosh. Wonderful job. That is exactly what you want to see. Shoot, I don't even have much to say about that. That was just prime gameplay from both teams at that point. Wonderful positioning. Very quiet. Very quiet over on A. Yeah, no lurk timing, especially with how they just have tiles. Omni have the entirety of mid. And now Cypher feeling that dimensional drift aura around him. He's gonna call over the rest of his team. It's gonna be a pinch play too, because look at how far up Neon is gonna be. And with all these pieces of util, numbers are gonna be confirmed. Trades finally come through, 1 for 1. Hooper slipped past Crimson. I'm not positive that it was seen. If he finds one over onto Turtles, Indigo with the trades as well. It's just super evened out right now.
Wow.
And as it was evened out, the remainder of the Frost players alive just closed out the remainder of Omni. Team Ace, wonderful job. Boosting all their KDs up on the board evenly. Nice top frag over there from Thumbtacks. Ham's following suit on the breach, no less. Good stuff. Now Omni, losing that round, are going to be forced into a horrible buy round. 2 stingers and a bucky to their name. -1 stinger. Fast B takeover into these players. That is where the spike is going to be as well. Just seizing it with every opportunity they've been given. Crimson though with the paranoia finds 2. And now he knows that he just needs to back up. He does. There's no neon follow-up. Cooper should have been slightly quicker on that, I believe.
Yeah.
But then again, with weapons down, not much you can do anyhow. I mean, trade your team, of course. Went for that mid and just didn't find anybody else. Now with the craziest setup I think I've ever seen of a post plant into their own spawn.
Twin spawn.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Crazy work. Does Thumbtacks hit him?
Thumbtacks
Yep.
does indeed hit him. Uber with a slightly lazy clear, but then again, why would you expect someone to be in that position? A hunt down for the last remaining player. Indigo fighting for his life with nothing but a classic. It's Jover. You know, somewhat going back and forth in this half, but mainly in the momentum of Frost. They've gotten the spike down pretty much every single round.
Yeah.
Or except for 2, actually. No, never mind. I was looking at those icons. I forgot what they meant for a second. Once again, laying the spike down over into spawn before they decide where they want to go.
Don't have the spike.
I honestly like that play. Not giving any info.
I do and I don't. I mainly do because they do have from the shadows if they find that opening pick over onto B and like want to flood out. But then again, most of their opening like hard take players, both their duelists, over on A. They know not to go too crazy, especially with no backup as of now. Does look like the spike is going to pivot over onto A anyhow.
Thorns. No more thorns.
It's a tiny bit of mid pressure is being made. Gonna be 5 players from Frost. As the first smoke comes through, Convergent Pass lays out onto the site as well. Does not catch Hams. Does not catch any player. But unfortunately for Frost, Turtles is just there with it. Crimson taken out very fast too. And now Spike laid out bare over on elbow. Frost need to find these picks in a surgical manner. Not gonna happen though because Indigo is there with it. Maybe with the tall task ahead of him shut down by Racer. They're just going in this 2-1 pattern. 2-1, 1-2, 1-2, 1.
It's just a small rounds. Just converting everything.
Now we wait. Flash placed. Retrieving flash.
Most good alts over here in favor of Frost, but then again, Rolling Thunder 1 off. We saw it active in round 3. We'll see if they go ahead and fight for it now. Yeah, they're gonna fight for it. 2 duelists and a breach stun. I'm not sure how well this A take is gonna go for them. Might go swimmingly, however, because that paranoia is wonderfully placed. Both teams kind of poking and prodding, but ultimately Omni conceding it because they understand the pressure that's being made. Convergent and defending Convergent paths over onto elbow to stall the take, but it is still going to be 3. None of them are caught out. Turtles finally finds the first pick, as now the remainder of the Frost roster is just trying to take whatever site they can. Omni backing up. And it is Turtles taken out, so now it's just going to be a 4v3 retake. Omni in the numbers deficit. Racer is going to alleviate that because now it's a 3. Spike finally goes down. Paranoia comes through.
Wait, Wavy has a timing. Wavy has a big
Escapes
timing.
into elbow. Wavy does have a giant timing. Thumbtacks finds Hams as well as Wavy finding Indigo, and now it's going to be Frost coming out with the round.
Yeah.
So much happened. Oh my gosh. I think that was like 4 ults.
But that's what Frost is good for, though. Frost is great at sight hitting. Just hitting sight fast, getting in your face, that's what they're good for.
And now thank goodness that Omni have at least 1 more round. I mean, I would even decide to call a timeout here. You don't get any more if this goes to overtime, right? Just, it's too late now. League players, please call your timeouts. I'm dead serious. Call your timeouts. They are free. They are free.
Yeah,
Frost making their way over onto the site. Yeah, free site.
For Frost.
It's gonna be a complete retake over here from Omni. Oh my goodness, Wavy catching 2 in mid. Oh my gosh, and now it's just Frost taking this to overtime straight up. Turtle's gone. Oh my. He just held his W key. I believe the smoke was there in top mid. That's why he wasn't. Oh my gosh. But fine, I expected a surprise, maybe catching one, but the full two. Wow. Wow. And then I believe it was Jevu finding that pick over into CT.
Yeah,
Just
the
an
random
instant
sniper
2v5 in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. Insane.
Well, if Omni are going to bounce back on any half, it's going to be this one, because we saw how wonderful they were doing on those attack rounds. Then again, Frost kind of taking it back. 3 out of the last 4 rounds on Omni's attack side. Frost came out on top. Does look like it might not happen this time, though, because Uber finding a very fast pick over onto elbows. The trades come through, still in favor of Omni. And now it's going to be a 4v1 on this site currently. We're making the smart play over here and backing up to play retake with your team, even though you do have numbers dwindled. But yeah, Omni just showing off their powerhouse attack takes like no one else. Our smokes do finally end up coming through. Paranoia catches the top box player as well as maybe the bottom one. So now it is going to be the retake coming in. Turtle's taking out that CT player. Now the 2 remainers are over on A. Turtle on 10 HP. And now the last one taken out as well. Not before Crimson can find Turtles. Well, consolation prize for losing the round. But hey, Omni out here with the first round of overtime taken. Both teams showing very successful attack rounds. 7 and 5. And the 7 on both attack rounds. So it does look like it might just end up being very T-sided overtime. Unless one of these teams can piece together a defense.
They do have 3
Very
over on A.
similar round. Yeah, very. I'm getting deja vu.
Yeah.
Not taking it quite as fast.
Cover going out.
Really more poking and seeing what they can get rather than
Super getting
fully
caught.
hard taking. Yeah, we are seeing the successful attack round nature of Frost, however. Less full retake and more just kind of surgically getting in there and getting whatever picks they can manage. Just so effectively. Indigo, the lone side anchor, does find one though to alleviate the team. But it's not going to be enough because it's just a 2v4 retake situation for Omni. And with Dimensional Drift online, just pop it. Just pop it. You can't save it. Just pop it. Well, I suppose not wanting to leave his team in a 2v2 is a smart move as well.
Crimson getting caught.
Oh, and now the last remaining player, Thumbtacks over on CT. Yep, Thumbtacks, or not Thumbtacks over on CT. Turtles in CT, Thumbtacks with the trade. 3 on the round, wonderful job. And it's going exactly as I said, both
Just the
attack
defense, man.
teams. If one of these teams can piece together their defense, I think they'll have a lot of pressure taken off of them.
Yeah.
This is such a game of like push and pull.
Yeah.
Omni taking sites with sheer dominance and power. Frost kind of taking whatever flanks they can. And again, the site anchors are just dead before Frost can retake. And then there's Frost just kind of taking picks, finding out if Omni are going to really contest them after that. Answer for the most part has been no, especially on that last round. Just finding 2 on site. And then just stealing it. Omni put a lot of quiet pressure over on B, baiting out that Vice wall. Dragging over those Frost players. Then again, Cypher Cam just made a bit of noise. We've seen this before with the Omen and Cypher carrying the spike over on A, while the fake happened over on B. And that's still fresh in Frost's mind just a little bit. Look at the space that they've allocated over onto A. 3 players. Instead of going A, it looks like they're going to go mid for now, at least. Smart aftershock. Get that player taken out. Fast takeover onto mid. Wavy might be getting pinched here. Then again, we've seen him do very good as a sight anchor. Finds one, finds two, might end up finding the third. It is going to be the third. Wavy finding 3 on the round. And now with Steel Guard right now,
And the
Racer
ultra's
and Indigo
down.
are going to have a very tough time.
Snivy's got him.
They cleared
Not
out the
looking the right way,
space.
though.
Indigo takes out Turtle. Wavy finds his
Wavy
fourth,
for
might
the
end up
ace.
finding his fifth. Give it to him, give it to him, give it to him.
That's
Wavy with the
round
ace.
we needed.
That's exactly what they needed. And now Omni have to
on.
respond with one of their own.
Surely they close this out, right?
I mean, with the way things have been going, of course, I would imagine they would. Both teams doing really good on attack, but obviously an X factor. And Wavy to close out a defense round by himself. Oh my goodness, wonderful ace. Slow takeover into B, not really taking it too fast. They didn't place the wall over on A. That might end up biting them in the end. Because we have seen Omni just love taking this extremity space when uncontested. They're going to let the one-way go down first. Steps and shots being fired into B, however. Omni not falling for it necessarily. As they hear millions of footsteps backing up, they are going to send one back over to B in case it is a re-hit. Yeah, the problem with not placing that Vice Wall is now you have to re-clear your own spawn. We've seen Omni take this back space. Now they're going to waste a bunch of time having to re-clear everything that they haven't been at. So, I mean, one Vice Wall would alleviate that. You have 4 in B, just pop one on A.
Yeah.
Thumbtacks finally finds the first opener a minute into the round. So that is the sight anchor cipher down.
5v4.
Oh
30
my
seconds
goodness.
left.
They
Going
found the
down to
pick
20.
on B with the TP-able player and
Wait,
Sova
they're
darted
all
A.
off site.
So B is going to be free. They're putting amounts of pressure that I'm not even sure they realize they're putting. They're still going to dedicate a lot of util to this, of course. You need to be safe. But Spike finally goes down. There's so many people going to be on this retake. And I would imagine so much util still alive as it is an aftershock with the stun. Frost needs to stop this retake over in CT before it can really come out. Hams and Indigo, though, finding 3 from both. And now Frost are going to be in a horrible situation. Crimson finds one to hopefully alleviate the pressure, but Turtles takes out Turtle and the Crimson.
Oh my gosh.
It is going to be a
What just
defense round.
happened? What?
Oh my gosh, Frost had all of the plays, all of the psychological manipulation, dragging players from A to B to A to B. But ultimately, the retake Omni just put together. Oh my goodness.
Here we go again.
Hams and Indigo setting it off, and then just it's over at that point.
Ham's finding 2 there. Crazy work.
Crazy work indeed, my goodness. Omni opting for a mid take. We've seen a lot of these. Ooh, Turtle jump spots. It's maybe spots one, but he is spotted as well. Cooper wants to maybe challenge this. Cypher Cage is going to go down here in a second. I like what Crimson has set up. Scratch that. Turtles surgically dissolving that. What in the world? And now finding oh my gosh, I just had a stroke. Finding Jevu on A from a position surely unexpected. Behind you? In A elbow? What was that called actually? Link. My bad.
Yeah.
Omni didn't even put together like a super strong util push, and they're still on site with all their numbers. So it's just gonna be Umtax here to take the first fight. It's not even gonna matter.
Weird.
Now we've seen Wavy Ace before, maybe in a different setting, but shoot, we can spark some of that magic. It looks like it's starting to happen. The snowball is a rolling. Ooper there to shut it down though. 3 of his own on that round.
Lord.
Nice little flick on that second kill from you, Wavy. Now going back to overtime 1, and attack round's gonna be the one to win this.
Yeah.
Here.
Indigo on 10 spot. Shoot, I mean, we've seen him shoot like 10s too.
Mm-hmm.
Very fast take from Frost over onto the B site. Again, not having that Vice Wall flank might come to bite them if they don't fully dedicate themselves to this site. They have no choice but to do so. It does look like that it is what they are going to do, thankfully for them. Jevu does back up there. And that piece of util is just going to be gone. Luckily for Omni, they don't have anything to worry about in mid, but unfortunately for Omni, they have to worry about 5B. Lines are finally coming through. Set pieces of util are out. Hams find the first pick of the round. So does Ooper. Onto Turtle. Now it's just Wavy in this little corner, traded out by Indigo very swiftly, and now it's Racer on the defuse. Crimson needs to find something here and fast. It's not even gonna happen. Omni only losing 1 on that B retake, and that is gonna be Omni taking map 1. Oh snap. Well, that is said and done. Turtles with the match MVP, 29. I will not wave you with the same exact ACS despite having 3 less kills. I mean, an ace round will do it for you, surely. 4 kills on the Sentinel? Oh my gosh. Turtles with a nice little 6-piece. Jevu at the bottom of the scoreboard with 5 first blood somehow. That's kind of crazy. I mean, with 3 more than the person above you, I would surely expect that you might be able to get a few more. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. The scoring system makes no sense to me sometimes. Like, I understand first blood gets you whatever the amount of damage you got onto the enemy plus 150 for first blood. So I would imagine that little plus 450 over those rounds might end up adding up to 4, surely.
Somewhat.
All right, we are going to go ahead and take a bit of a 5-minute break. Feel free to go ahead and get yourself a snack, get you some water, get up, stretch your back. You've been sitting in a chair for the past hour. I'm talking to everybody. And yeah, we will see you back here in give or take 5 minutes.
Climbing through the ranks, seeing your name among the Immortals and Radiants, but felt like the low elo swamp keeps pulling you down. Believe me, you are absolutely not alone in that feeling. In fact, I was in that same position myself when I started playing Valorant. And just like the countless numbers of aspiring players I've guided through my Immortal roadmap program, you too have the potential to soar through those ranks. Hey guys, it's Kompeki here, and in this video, we're not just going to talk, we're going to dive deep. We'll uncover 13 of the most common low elo mistakes that are holding you back. For our first low elo mistake, it's something simple yet important to adjust, and that's properly clearing your corners when scaling around the map. While clearing corners is one of the most essential steps when planning to take space across the map, it's often missed in the rush and chaos of Valorant. So why do so many players mess this up? Because most low elo players tend to half clear. That means you flick your crosshair on the area you're clearing without committing to each clear, which leaves you exposed to tucked in enemies. Even if it does feel tedious at first, especially during fast sight hits, there's a simple solution. When you're executing into any new space where you aren't sure exactly where the enemy is, imagine an enemy behind your crosshair every time you clear that area of the map. For example, if you're taking elbow control on Sunset as an attacker, many defenders like to hide in corners or off angles to catch you by surprise. So if you or your teammates haven't cleared each corner, peek with the confidence that someone could be hiding there. And even if someone isn't in these areas, it gives you the confidence to continue peeking into the site and eliminate the possible areas defenders could be. You should do this the majority of the time, unless your teammates or some sort of utility have certainly cleared the angles you would be worried about when scaling. And if you aren't sure if they properly cleared those angles, take a quick glance at the radar to see exactly what everyone is clearing when you're scaling. And if you want to reach Agent Mastery to compete at the highest level, like our student TMS, who recently hit Radiant, and Zay, who hit 900 RR Radiant in EU, then look no further than the Immortal roadmap program. IRP is for serious players like you who want hands-on help from world-class coaches to perfect their gameplay. So if you're tired of feeling lost in your games and you're tired of having to rely on luck just to get good teammates, use the link below to book a call with me or one of our coaches to see if you qualify for our 500 RR in 10 weeks money back guarantee. While I briefly mentioned utility for clearing, there's another issue low elo players struggle with when using utility. I see this all the time. Players dumping their utility like it's confetti or holding onto it like it's gold. But neither mindset helps you win. It's almost like they're saving it for a highlight reel that never happens. The truth is, utility should always serve one core purpose, and that's to help you win fights. So to avoid falling into this trap, here's a simple rule you can follow. Only use utility if it helps you take or win a gunfight. That's it. Ask yourself, is this flash, molly, or recon helping me push, isolate a fight, or secure space for a teammate? If not, then just hold on to it. For example, let's say you're playing Gecko on Sunset. You don't need to dump your entire kit every time you want to push a site. Your flash can blind an angle and force movement, while Wingman can clear or even plant. But your molly? That might be better saved for a post-plant or retake scenario where space denial matters a lot more. Just think about what helps you shoot better, then save the rest of your utility for when it really counts. But how can you even make smart utility decisions if you're completely blind to what's happening around the map? That's where the next tip about your minimap and audio come in. Most players treat the minimap like it's just some decorative wallpaper, and that's a huge missed opportunity. After all, what's the point of using your utility right if you don't know where the enemies even are? Without paying attention to those crucial steps, not only will you miss out on some free kills, but it may also mean that there could be gaps in your setup, which causes you to lose valuable rounds. But what kind of information should you look out for on the minimap? There are two things. First off, where's your teammate positioned? And if you notice any gaps in a certain part of the map, then you either need to let your teammate know about it or simply fill in that gap yourself. And then next is vision cones. Valorant allows you to see what all your team sees via vision cones. So for example, if your team isn't the best at communicating, which let's be real, happens a lot in ranked, even in Immortal and Radiant, you'll be able to see whenever they're smoked as their cone will disappear or become circular shaped similar to smoke. And another big thing to look out for is audio cues. Made popular in pro play, audio traps are unbelievably broken, especially in low elo play. For example, say your Jett wants to peek A main on Sunset. Your Jett sits in elbow, and once they hear footsteps, you throw the flash and your Jett racks up the kills. There's so many different possibilities and ideas you can use with this, so put on your thinking cap or watch a pro VOD and try them with your duo in your next ranked games. Now, once you've tuned into the flow of information, your next job is to make it count. And that starts with how you fight alongside your team. Let's talk about one of the most underrated habits that separates good teams from chaotic ones, failing to trade effectively. Trading is one of the simplest ways to turn even bad rounds into winnable ones, but it only works if you and your teammates are actually supporting each other. At its core, trading means this: if one of you goes down in a fight, the other instantly punishes the enemy for it. It's basically a one-to-one exchange, and it doesn't have to be instant. If one of you goes down and the other secures a kill soon after, that's still considered a trade. But what we're going to focus on is trading together. Why is it so important for low elo players to get a grasp of this? Well, without this concept, it means that you're giving the enemies the advantage.
Hello, welcome back. We saw Omni take a very convincing, well, not convincing, it went to like 3 overtimes, yeah, but a very convincing defense round to finally put them ahead of the attack-sided nature of that whole game. Saw a nice little ace from Wavy BT, Twitch Wavy BT. And Indigo, the super sub, kind of popping off, but maybe struggling a little bit on that, what was it, that defensive round, the defensive half. So shoot, we have one team R, it's going to be Omni. Now we are just waiting on the word for Miku in the rank. Get Miku on Miku Mercenaries, what are we doing? Wait, that's crazy. Wait, that's crazy. Some guy named Miku in the IRP league with another team named Miku Mercenaries. They're just a sub team of him.
Yep.
Our next map is going to go ahead and be Haven. I have swapped the little team logos on the top for your viewing convenience so that you can identify which team is which. I certainly can't sometimes, so that's what I need to do. Went to the bathroom this morning, as I do every morning, and I have a bathtub next to me, right? I see little paw prints, like, as if it was like a bobcat roaming the fence. Because he got his... my cat Salem got his paws wet, and I just saw, like, 30 paw tracks on the side of the bathtub. I'm like, you little goober. He gets in the trash can and starts, like, poking at the, what do I call them? The ear swabs. You know, the things that kind of resemble, like, a hammerhead shark. Wait, what did I just say? Oh no, I was thinking of something. Whatever. The ear swabs. He just like chews on the middle. He doesn't like the taste of the outside because it's got my freaking earwax on it. But he just chews the middle for no reason. Every single time he gets in there. The middle.
The middle is crazy.
The middle. And it just he just I don't know what's wrong with. He eats plastic too. I've caught him with like. I've caught him in.
Are you talking about your cat?
Yes, my cat.
Okay, my cat eats plastic. And also the earwax thing is like they love the smell of like earwax and shit.
It's so weird.
It is so weird. I don't
like,
know why it's that way.
Like, what are we doing, guys? Come on, come on. They are very cute though. They've been in my house for 6 years at this point, and they will be here till they pass on. They eat for free, but they let me give them belly rubs, so I'd call that an even trade. Here we finally load into Haven, our map 2 for today. Once again, Omni have taken the first map on Sunset, so if they close this one out, they are coming out with a victory and dethroning Frost as the only undefeated team remaining in the league. Well, let's just go ahead and see if Frost can pull off the comeback and keep their undefeated title. Both teams with a very wonderful record here as well. I mean, I believe Omni is only, what, 3-1?
Something like that.
You go to the league announcements and reread it. Oh, it's not 3-1. It's only 3 so far. This is 4, of course. Frost 3-0, Omni 2-1. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Forgot we had the Thanksgiving break here for a second. And speaking of breaks, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas break. We will not be having any games after today, because we are going to go on Christmas break, and we will be back here within I believe 2 weeks. That it's going to be. Let me go ahead and double check that for you all right now. Yeah, bye week. No games December 22nd to the 28th. And then we will be back here in pretty much 2 weeks exactly. It's going to be an hour earlier because today started slightly late. But we're going to get the games done regardless. And the next game is going to be January the 4th between Miku Mercenaries and Fortune. I have not casted Fortune before, not seen them play. I have seen Miku play, but I think the most exciting part about all this is just getting to see everybody play their own games and like find out their play styles. It's fun to watch. It's very fun to watch. Looks like Frost do want to go for a 2-2? 2-2-1. One over on C. I believe they evaded that Sova scan. Tortles finds the first pick of the map over on that A link. Jevu responds though with a pick over on long. Now Tortles the only remaining player over here. kind of
Turtles having a good
overextending. I'm not sure if this
time.
is the play. Crimson might not be expecting it though. Is not expecting it indeed. Now backs up and plays life. The smart play to do. Very smart and heads up play from Turtles. Unfortunately going to be too low HP to capitalize off of that slow.
Oh!
As Jevu just
Jevu went
absolutely
too
dashes it in and
low.
pops off. Depending on how Jevu positions himself, might end up finding the ace on the round. We do see a player trying to retake from heaven.
Possible.
If Thumbtacks goes down, it is going to be possible. Finds the fourth, and now, Wavy takes it away. Says, I'm the only one who can ace here. Still a wonderful round from Jevu. 4 for the pistol round to open it up. And now a Vandal with full shield is crazy. Oh my gosh.
What?
Did not hesitate on that buy.
Okay, a Vandal is expected, but full shield?
It's kind of crazy. Wow. So Omni are going to have a very tough time, especially since Raid Boss is over on A, so that's going to be a free sight. Omni again in the pretty much Frost again in pretty much the exact same setup. Oh, there's a couple on C, guys. You might want to speed up over on A, is what Crimson is saying. Wavy, however, finds 2 in garage. They are gonna get a Spectre out of that, but they are gonna be down 2 numbers as well. So I'd say that trade is kind of worth it, especially with the free sight. Forced to play retake over here. I love all these heads up plays from these players, man. Like even that waylay slow over into short, recognizing that nobody else was there and identifying how far up they could be, and as well as this Sova drone down flank. I mean, despite the jumps, despite the jiggle peeking on 5 HP with a Spectre in your hands. Still, it's these subtle plays that just make this game so fun to watch. Uber finds one with the classic though, and now he's gonna ramp it up over with the Spectre. Okay. It's going to be a 1v1 now. Uber the man to do it, but unfortunately Miku closing it out. Does also get the Vandal. Look how many players are down. Frost.
Very scary, very scary.
Came into that round with a lot of players and now just taken out. So they are going to be forcing the rest of their Vandals here. I'm certain you would probably just want to maybe go for something cheaper, but I mean, if it works, it works. Both teams on a relatively same buy. I mean, shoot.
I'm out of here.
You're gonna want to go ahead and take this mid space a bit quick. Turtles finds one on a wall bang headshot on Wavy. So now the Sentinel's down. 0 flank watch is going to be given to them. That scan is going to get absolutely nothing because it's stuffed out by the neon wall. Unfortunate there. Turtles finds 2 with the Outlaw. That's some pretty good value, but more. You're going to need more value if you want to win your anti-bonus round. So a 3v3 retake with the spike down in favor of Frost. One may be spotted out. Indeed spotted out. So many box spams. We saw that on Sunset retaking as well. Indigo does have a smoke alive. You might want to wait your time and just go ahead and smoke that spike. Never mind, Ooper there. So a heavily favorable round for Frost is just unobstructed. Omni take it very efficiently. Turtles finding a very what was I about to say? Turtles finding a lot of value with this Outlaw. He's gonna go for it again. I don't even blame him. I mean, if you're just raid bossing over in mid, just go for it, dude. Round 4, already convergent paths. Clove also 1 away from not dead yet, I believe is the name. Indeed, yes. I pat myself on the back every single time I get one of those names right. Recon dart into A main, broken instantly. So now, no exact info. Thumbtacks finds one on Ooper into short very fast. So now that's going to kind of drive over Omni to come and reinforce this A site. You would think. Who needs reinforcements when you got Turtles and Hams anchoring you down? So not dead yet is going to come out, but Thumbtacks isn't going to find anything because Omni very smartly backed up and conceded all of this space. I will say as well, Thumbtacks mayhaps positioned himself well to smoke after death, but oh my goodness, Indigo finds Wavy, Crimson finds Indigo. The trades are just coming through. It's deadly, and now Froster down in a 3v1 with Spike down front B.
Nice try.
Miku gets one very smartly. Racer knife out, giving information. They just, yep, you see the ping on that map right there, directly on Miku's position.
Gotta go.
I understand where he is. 30 seconds left. You don't need to rush, but I mean, on a character like Neon, you might as well. Racer with a good flank all the way through C. I love the story. I love the story told by the pings everywhere. We see the little, he's in garage, he's in garage. And then he was pinging his pathway through C. I love just watching it. Because I'd be doing the same exact thing. Whenever I don't know a call out, I just pull up the map. He's over here! Rapidly ping it. I feel like Boaster sometimes.
Fast mid hit, throwing an eco.
Very quick, very quick. Indigo might have something to say about it. Something to say about it. He does. Finds Miku very quickly, but Bladestorm is able to trade that out. You have 450 damage in your hands, but 31 damage, 31 health to your name. It's going to be a 4v4. Hunter's Fury to maybe tag some of these A-Link players. Wavy finds one on Racer with the Sheriff. Now they're going to want to try and come out over here into A-Link. Crimson with the Judge. Yes, Hams with 2 over in A-Link. Scratch that. It's going to be 3, and now the retake. They can manage to close this out. Wavy finds one onto Turtles. Gun barrel spotted out. Hams has to come to Wavy, and he will. 4 on the round. Wonderful job by Hams. Finding everything given to him and searching for more. Hams with 4 on the round. My goodness. Indigo the one to set it off, but then Hams closing it out too. Indigo's not doing too bad, especially for a sub. And with someone as a peak rank significantly lower as well. Holding his own and even getting wonderful value here and there as well. Miku beating the Sova scan. Convergent paths to try and stall the short players, and it does. Wavy taken out. So now with no Sentinel, the rest of the map is just going to be Omnivoid's playground at this point. Yeah, you can see the vision cones towards the bottom half of your mini-map. They understand that they don't have any more passive space. I mean, even then, they still dedicated a lot of their KJ util to A. So it looks like they still just want to go ahead and fight here. Owl Drone will spot out one. We've seen Frost like to take it a bit slow, but we also seen them be able to take this gameplay and convert it into rounds. Let's see if they're going to be able to do the same thing here. As the very good smoke comes through. I love when people throw that one. It's just so OP. It's just so good. It cuts off like 3 sightline angles. It just... mwah. I'm a sucker for good smokes. I really am.
Seconds.
Frost need to make a decision here, and very quick. Racer has the entirety of grass in the palm of his hand. But it's not going to matter too much because Frost are finally going to start ramping up. JV finds the first pick out to Ooper, and it's going to be Turtles. As the lone sight anchor, not going to be able to get it done. Unfortunate for them, but still not out yet. Omni are going to be in a 3v4 retake situation here. They are quite spread out, but then again, being spread out might end up working in their favor because of this pinch. One in graffiti spotted from heaven. Crimson has the game sense. Racer taken out, and so now this is going to be a very desperate situation. You might even consider just backing up and saving your guns. Well, Hams does find the good timing trade. on his teammate Indigo, but Jevu closing that one out. A lot of these Frost attack rounds are just being taken very slow and methodically. But it does kind of bite them sometimes. Again, we see their defenders just taking map space. We saw Cypher all the way in that little corner of B window. I mean, it hasn't really done too much to them because they still just take A with wonderful fashion and stall the retake as well. So, shoot, if it keeps working, just do it. But gotta be a little more careful if the counterplay comes through. Turtles just straight up dashing all the way into their spawn. Hams finds the first one onto Wavy and short. That's the second time Wavy's been taken out by just sprinting up short. Ought to make that adjustment. And Omni also have 4 ults online, with I'm sure 1 on the way. And they do want to take it over on C. Racer might end up jump spot. He sees the jet smoke. Knows 1 is here for sure. Ult point was taken. There's no overdrive online.
Cage trigger.
There's a couple on C, guys. Come over on this way. But they've cut noise, so maybe don't yet. One fight over onto front B. You step out too wide Indigo. That it. Oh, stay in the corner.
Big kill, big kill.
Mild amount of that inexperience showing. Wonderful stun placement. Hams almost got caught out. Overdrive is going to come through, and it's not going to be 2 neon whiffs in a row. Miku closes out 2. Thumbtack's 1 on Racer, and now it's just 1 with a bucky. Hold wide, Turtles. Hold wide. Hold wide. Oh, they just know. They just know. Crimson with a good jump. I'm sure if those weren't leg shots, that would have been 1 kill for Turtles, but nice heads up play from Crimson. I gotta try that actually. It is always worth a shot. So now, despite those 2 rounds, Omni still put up a pretty solid defense.
Yeah.
Sure, they just want to kind of keep doing what they have been. They patched together 3 in a row. But now Frost are slowly starting to kind of come back. They won their first 2, and they've won the past 2, so just gonna have to go ahead and see how it works out. Brawl is gonna come down over here on A, as Lockdown is going to drive all the Omnivoid players out of the B site. Not before Hams can find one though. Doing his damage and more. Wavy finds Indigo. That is giant. And Jevu finds one onto A-Link as well. Ooper with the trade through middle. I fear this may be a Frost victory, especially with Miku being caught, Racer being caught out. Unfortunate, wonderful positioning from Miku. Now it's just going to be Ooper in a 2v1. Both players in A-Link. And I believe he knows that to be a fact. Does have 2 blinds. Oh, stands into the Hunter's Fury. No, you've got to be more evasive. Come on. Did Konpeki's IRP not teach you about the T rule? Be evasive. Still 4 ults, none used yet. Omnivoid might consider just dumping a couple here, especially with how late it's going to be getting in this half.
They are an eco. It would be nice to use some ults.
May even consider just Ooper popping Empress very soon. A lot of action happening over here on A. Thumbtack's finding 2 immediately, as well as the 3rd. And it's just over for Omni, because this round is sealed and done. Hams does find one with the Stinger. It's going to be a weapon upgrade, but I'm certain that Thumbtack maybe... Yeah, a bit low for that fight. A headshot anyways. Or a headshot regardless. Now with 16 bullets to his name and able to tank 2 body shots. Hams has a tall task ahead of him. That is kind of crazy. The Jet kind of hopping around backside and peeking the Neon at the exact same time. I mean, I low-key would have froze up if that was a ranked game. That's just, it is what it is. Unlucky timing for Hams. Once again, we see them open up towards this A site. They're going to be coming into a bit less contention, though. Omni aren't allocating as many players, but they do have their Sentinel here. I'm not sure if they'll fully anticipate these trips being placed. Scan finds Ooper. Ooper smartly doesn't overcommit to it. But it is becoming increasingly clear that it is an A hit. You're going to want to see some of your C players and B players rotating in. It's not going to be the case, however. There we go. We finally see them. But Frost kind of abandoning the take here. Again, seeing this thing where they send majority of their numbers onto one site, but then just abandon the rest of the maps, and they're going to have to diligently re-clear everything. Again, you have a Killjoy. One turret grass and an alarm bot would have alleviated this whole problem. But I'm sure they'd like to take their rounds slow and methodically anyhow. Ooh, might end up finding this timing for the Sova drone if anybody gives a peek. Wavy bold with it, but a bit too bold because now Cypher has ultimate, revealing the entirety of the remaining Frost players. Nice trade over there. Oh, but it's just Frost taking it a bit too slow and not having the map space for the pace they want to take it. Both remaining, or two Omnivoid players backside, and now it's just Crimson in a 4v1. Impossible to win. Team Ace. Yeah, guys, you have a Killjoy. You have passive map space for free. Stop sending him down short to die. Right? Just put
a turret and host them. That's all we ask.
This turret is so unbelievably free. Place that down, get your alarm bot over here. Like, get your alarm bot in this spot, and then just hold. You have that entire C line for free. You don't need to be doing all this.
We got a turret! Oh my gosh,
we have a turret. It's not exactly where I'd like, but we have a turret. Mayhaps trying to save that alarm bot for the A take. And lurking as well. Okay. So this is gonna be good from them. Wavy does find the first onto Hams. It works. It works. I yap. I say what I think, and it works. It works out.
The timing. Never mind.
Turtles does not have a timing anymore. Abandons to try to go for the retake with his team smartly. Now it's just a 3v5 retake. And Odin in heaven. My goodness, this might not work out in his favor. Wavy throwing bricks into heaven. What in the world was that? And they're gonna back up and save. Yeah, so a wonderful round from Frost. Huh. It's almost like I tell them to do the adjustment, and then when they do it, they win.
What?
I might be a little smart at this game sometimes. Occasionally.
Sometimes over.
I'm smart sometimes, guys.
Guys, he does play the game.
I do play the game. You know, I have been known to.
I lost the game.
I lost the game. The game where if you think about the game, you lose. I lost the game.
Gosh, yeah.
Just making sure we know. Making sure we know so that everybody else who knows the game loses it too.
We have a T-side up.
Oh my gosh, we do.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Not much. Not much. Well, it is still in their possession, so they might end up doing something with it. Scratch that. Oh my gosh. Window player down. And Turtles just raid bossing on C, doing all of this. Getting the recon out, getting 2 players out, and now last round of the half, you might as well just dump it. Convergent paths. You are smoked off, though. You might want to jump spot before you end up doing this. Don't ult your Sova. This is... He's getting baited. There we go. Good reposition. Unspammable. Uber finding the timing over here as well. Wow, that's crazy.
What a timing.
Oh my goodness, this might end up working.
Not ready yet.
Maybe. I don't think
Crimson
he knows
found a gun.
Racer's there. Yeah.
Yep, Racer with a good position.
Not bad half.
Again, a
Frost
7-5
is
attack
finally in the
round.
lead.
Or a 7-5 attack half. Yeah, Frost finally taking the charge in the first one. Coming into this with a not so secure 2-round lead.
Yep.
Omni's not going to be out of it yet. Oh my gosh, they look like they're going to go for a fast B.
Oh, I see the pings.
We love the pings. We love them. Charging out through window. The only player is able to intercept this is just going to be Thumbtacks. And he immediately is like, get over here. Get over here. Now, I need you guys. I need you.
We got one!
Thumbtacks finds one on Uber, as well as a second,
God.
traded out by a shock dart. Has done his job and more, and dies on
We have
Clove.
another lurk.
So we're going to see those smokes come to life. Oh my goodness,
they didn't
Turtles
plan.
taking the A-Link space, but Wavy also has Racer.
Eyes are down.
Oh my goodness, so now it's just going to be Turtles in a 1v2.
Planted. Be right back.
Only has that TP to his name. It's going to go completely unused. They're both taking through short. I almost said Lort. They're both taking through short.
They're grouped up here.
Finds one. And that is huge pressure relief for Turtles. It's going to be one left. Oh my goodness! The fadeaway headshot through the wall! My God, man. Good clutch. Aggresses through A-Link to find two, and then also manages to close out the clutch. Saw a lot of his wonderful gameplay on Sunset. Now we're seeing a lot more of it on Haven. Taking Omni into their pistol round. Ooh, domed Miku. And now immediately coming in with solid numbers. Wow, Frost are very fast at taking this lobby space. They understand the Cypher Trip is there as well. Insta broken. Oh my gosh, Turtles dinked 145 on him. Now he's got to be significantly more careful with how he peeks. Oh my goodness, J-Vu saw how low he was and decided to go with the shorty. This round is going every which way. Map space being taken by both teams in crazy ways. Hooper threw the blind through the wall, and now Thumbtacks has to methodically clear everything because he doesn't understand that that corner is where he is. Very good blind from Hooper to kind of throw off Thumbtacks' rhythm. But he is just ultimately going to be completely ignored. Indigo. Indigo takes advantage of the dumb jump spotting that Hams was doing. I hate when that happens to me in my ranked games, dude. Somebody's making a lot of noise. And then they're like, why don't you shoot the guy hopping around? It's because I know you're not a threat, man. You think I'm dumb? And it still works anyways, because I'm just... Ugh. W keys is my pet peeve in this game. And so are just random B hoppers.
Yep.
Shock dart.
Might be a fast B.
Standing ahead.
Oh wow,
Ooh,
Thumbtacks.
another one. Yeah, there's
Again, Frost taking all of this A space. They're gonna break the Cypher Trip again. Maybe not. still, just the fact that they're there. Yep, Cypher Trip is broken now. Window is now going to be a threat. That would have been huge value for Frost too if Hams did decide to go for that drone. He does look like he is. Miku finds the garage player trying to poke and prod. Now it's just very quiet. Because Omni need to make a decision here as to what they're going to want to go for. Ooh, Jevu lives on a sliver of HP, is not even going to be traded out. So that was only one player down long, but that is the spike. And Indigo.
I don't need to do anything special. Just tuck. Wait for your
Just tuck
flanker.
and live.
Wait for your flanker.
Indigo does get one on Crimson.
Alright.
Wavy is there to trade it out.
Mm-hmm.
The cheeky little position. Trying my best to observe right now. I'm working on my camera skills. It's hard, dude. Jedi was kind of showing me the ropes. The best way to do it is on a controller.
Oh.
So you get those smooth, because mouse is so like
Yeah.
jittery compared to like the smoothness and consistency of a joystick. Wavy spotted out backside. Getting some reinforcements.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh,
Racer.
Racer.
The wonderful lurk finds Jevu. Omni having a wonderful reaction to the sheer amount of space that Frost were just taking uncontested. Crimson does end up finding Racer though, at the exact same time. Now it's just gonna be Fight City coming out. Ooper finds 3! Wow! Okay, I see you. Indigo finds Miku in heaven and Ooper 4 on the round. My goodness, man. Omni just not even phased. That is some crazy work. It'll be a fast C take, I believe.
Hopefully.
But we still see the KJ set up over here.
Seems like they want to take A for Frost.
Oh, yes they do. Jevu dodges a missile. Popping a few shots. This convergent path straight onto that logs angle shuts out any close sight players. Wavy almost caught in the crossfire, but Jevu took the bullet for him instead. So now has the task of avenging his fallen teammate. Thumbtacks finds the lurking Racer. Wait, no, Thumbtacks was the lurker. Killed with a classic. Lurker down, no flank watch. Omni's gonna dedicate a body over to watching this flank. They're gonna be smart to do so as well. Indigo tapping heads. Tortle's doing it as well. But take a look over at Wavy. Oh, unfortunate. Could not close that one out. Miku peeking into 3, and now it's just... Wow. Nice. Okay. Nice little tap, Wavy. You got yours. So again, we're just seeing Omni on their attack half. Especially on the early stages of their attack half. Frost just do not have an answer. I mean, apart from a bonus round, but that's just to be expected naturally.
Yeah.
Frost might even consider taking a timeout here. Crimson, go ahead and click that button. You don't want this to go too crazy. You're only down 1, but this game is 1 round at a time. Recon bolt into a lobby, spots nobody. That cipher cage at the op found. That cipher cage at the exact same time means that anybody could be going into short, so all that pressure, they're still going to dedicate 2 bodies over here. But maybe not 2 bodies anymore, as it's becoming increasingly clear that this is going to be a C take. Hooper does not fully clear it, and that's gonna bite him. Oh my goodness, Wavy. We've seen him pop off on the Vice Sunset. We're seeing him pop off on the Haven Killjoy. Uncleared, unfazed, finds 3 to shut down Omnivoid's take.
Again. Second time he's gone uncleared. First on Sunset, now Haven?
Hooper, you can't be lazy with that. That was all you.
Well, Hams didn't clear the corner with the silver. That just added on to the layer.
Shoot, you're right. It was just a tiny little corner.
Yeah.
Because I believe that Silva ult mainly wants to go ahead and attack logs, because that position can't exactly be pinched from garage. So the priority is over on logs area rather than that tight corner, because it's so clearable, especially with Silva util. Oh my goodness, Javu almost found Hams. Lacking, but Turtles with the trade. Wonderful bodyguard duty. Lineups. Oh.
Out of charges.
Maybe.
Do it again, Hams. Do it again. Oh, never mind. No
Lurk,
shot
lurk.
darts. Wait, the turret. The turret finishes it off. It's now a lot of pressure taken off.
Deploying drone.
Off of Frost. Lurker down. Wait, scratch that. Not a lurker down. Just the sentinel. The lurker is Turtles over onto A. But it doesn't matter anyways, because Wavy finds his second on the round. Wavy is absolutely heating up. 2 rounds in a row to find 3. And now might even be the 4th. 30 seconds left. It's Indigo in a 1v4. The super sub called out from hashtag LFG just 2 hours ago. Very smartly just going to go ahead and save the rifle here.
Do they hunt? That's the question. No.
They definitely don't until the timer goes away. Thumbtack is going to try and look for one. Just going to back out. So smart for Frost for not going for a hunt, because that's how all bad things start. Ooper is going to be the one to call the timeout first. Okay, so it's going to be Omni.
Timeout.
Oh my gosh, 2 timeouts. That's an IRP record. That's 2 timeouts and a cast. That's an IRP record.
No way.
About time.
It was like they're free. You get
They're
2 of them?
free. Oh my gosh, no way. We could call another timeout within these next 5 rounds. I mean, it's crunch time now. Round numbers are basically evened out. You just want to call whatever you can. They are free 99, so just do it. Just do it. It doesn't hurt.
Well, the last time we had a timeout, they made a comeback.
These are the facts. I mean, they only lost 2 rounds in a row. They're still technically in control of this half so far, but still down 1 round number. Exactly what I was calling Frost to do. Omnivoid did it, so that might set them ahead.
Will we get a snowball? That is the question.
It mayhaps be the case. 1 step made over on grass. Silver Dart takes a long control. Dart does not scan Wavy. It's gonna. I'm sensing deja vu.
Wait.
No pun on the name, but like, oh my goodness.
He's got the perfect smoke. Oh, but they're respecting it.
They are indeed respecting it and backing up.
Jay.
Good pressure. Wavy was set up for something big, but ultimately did not happen. We're all coming down over here in A short. Both dualies. Oh my goodness. Racer is just up long. My goodness, man. It's a little over eager. Crimson with a smart positioning for himself, but Wavy with an even smarter positioning. Might find 2. He does find 2. And now it's might find 3 unless Indigo can get this pick. Has a lot more time in the round and one less number to deal with, so might be able to do it. No, at this point, just you should have sped up and just sprinted C. No, unlucky. You're gonna get double swarm there. Might not even matter.
Guys.
Finds the first. Thumbtacks on a very low amount of HP. Paranoid comes out and catches both players. He's just to your right, Indigo. He's just to your right. Get him. Get him. He's low. He's low. I'm rooting for Indigo. I'm not gonna lie. NT Indigo. NT indeed. So they were on an eco last round, but now that timeout might end up coming into play here. Whatever was discussed can be fully executed with rifles and full shields now. And again, just take a look at the ult economy for Frost. Lockdown, Bladestorm, Overdrive, Hunter's Fury, just at the ready. At the snap of a finger, it's ready. Over into long, takes a pop shot and finds Ooper through the Cypher cage, and Thumbtacks gets traded out over in short, but numbers still in favor of Frost, and this op is taking no prisoners. Everybody in the sightlines is gone. Soverdrone will spot out Hams,
Enemy mark.
and as well as getting the tag. Now retake is just going to come through for pretty much free. Indigo finds one onto CT. That's going to alleviate some pressure. It's still dire situation. Op in heaven. I will say, unconventional guns for this retake. Only one rifle. Then again, one op is going to be doing a lot of damage, no doubt. Vu, however, pops the Bladestorm and catches 2. Indigo with 3 on the round. And now it is going to be match point. Yeah, 3 ults, dude. Oh my gosh.
They're scared. They got scared.
23 alt points just down the drain.
Little overcooked with the neon ult. You got it done.
Hey, a round is a round, and if you're getting 4 in a row, then I would say it might have been worth it. They have a lot of time to close out yet another round. Seeing more success than Omni now. I was saying that Omni were pulling off a wonderful attack round, but it is Frost again.
Yeah.
Like we saw in Sunset, getting those counterplays down, adjusting how they need to get the later stages of their defending round.
Oh my gosh, the op handled right. Ah, he's
Wow.
got spotted though. Do they contest the op?
They absolutely might.
Oh,
And now the op is slowed too. They don't. They do not.
Oh my god.
They don't even grow or register. No. Are we even talking?
What?
A flawless from Frost. Close out Haven. So now we will be going to map 3.
The bait setup.
Frost was down, but not out.
Match MVP. Ooh.
I mean, he deserves it. Again, we see 2 of the top players with the matching ACS. What? Wait, that's kind of crazy. Same econ rating, same first bloods. 2 more plants. Why isn't Thumbtacks on top? Just Wavy's got that dog in him. Dang. Okay. Keep
More
Wavy
kills.
on the Sentinel. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him, and I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Indigo too as the sub. No discredit. But wow, Frost, man. 2 match top frags, just absolutely taking it in convincing fashion. No overtimes. Now round deficit. Round numbers in favor of Frost coming into this next map, which is going to be Bind. One of my favorites. Ooh, okay. I better see a Brimmy. I better see a Brimmy.
Or Viper. Lurking Viper would be nice.
I have a bit less experience on the Viper, so whatever. I mean, I won't know what's good, but I'm sure you do by mentioning it. All right, so we are going to go ahead and go to our break screen. It's going to be about 5 minutes. Again, as I say between every single map, stretch, water, snacks, get yourself nice and fresh, and we will be back.
Starting from Iron all the way to hitting Radiant. Now, why should you listen to me? I used to mindlessly grind for thousands of hours on competitive games like CSGO, League, and Overwatch, but I was always stuck around silver and gold, so I wasn't some cracked face at level 10 pub stomper that transitioned over to Valorant. To avoid being hard stuck again, I reworked my entire approach to learning games, and through trial and error, I managed to hit Radiant multiple times since episode 1. I've also shared my learning lessons to help hundreds of players hit Immortal and Radiant inside my 8-week coaching program, so I know these tips will also help you. If you want personalized feedback from me and my team of Radiant coaches with VCT experience to rank up 500 RR in 8 weeks guaranteed or your money back, use the link below to book a free call with me or one of my coaches to see if you'd be a good fit. Let's begin with the Iron to Bronze players. When you're at this rank, it honestly just takes time and practice to learn the basic mechanics of the game. And these tips assume that you don't have a 30 FPS setup that's holding you back. Basics such as getting used to stopping before you shoot, making sure you're not walk peeking around angles, learning to pre-aim angles before you peek, which requires a bit of map knowledge, learning basic spray patterns of the most commonly used guns in game, getting used to micro adjustments and trigger discipline, so not shooting before your crosshair is fully on the target, and slowly developing good crosshair placement at head level. It sounds so basic, but that's really all you need to get out of bronze and hit silver. To work on these basics, I made a whole 46-minute video that will teach you how to learn every mechanic in Valorant, which you should definitely watch. But if I were to pick the top 3 drills to focus on, it would be the micro adjustment drill, the spray control drill, and the tracking drill. The micro adjustment drill will help you with your first bullet accuracy and micro flicks. The spray control drill will help you land more of your shots, even if you can't hit as many headshots just yet. And the tracking drill will help your crosshair placement because it will help you focus on keeping the crosshair at head level while moving at all times. Notice how I didn't tell you to use aim trainers. At this level, most of the work involves learning basic gun and movement mechanics of the game. Now, once you're out of bronze, you've officially made it to the ranks that the majority of players in Valorant are. Silver is a rank that I initially placed at, and I managed to quickly climb out of it by mainly focusing on improving my mechanics. However, picking up the basic patterns of the game will help you get out of silver and gold even faster. Players at this rank are generally familiar with the map layouts and basic callouts. They know the basics of what different agent abilities do, they kind of understand econ management, and they know the basic shooting and movement mechanics now. However, having knowledge about something doesn't mean you're actually able to apply that knowledge. Knowledge and application are two completely different things, and this is where silver to gold players struggle. The reason why application is so difficult is because, to be honest, you're still learning the 4 basic patterns that exist in the game. Mechanical patterns require you to understand concepts such as angle advantages, enemy peeking patterns, peeker's advantage, and so on to help you decide how you want to approach every gunfight. For example, even if you have the best aim in the world, if you're holding an angle that you have an angle disadvantage in, the enemy will kill you before you can even see them on your screen. So you wouldn't want to take a gunfight in that angle standing stationary. So to improve this aspect of the game, you need to learn the different types of peaks that exist in the game and how to apply them, as well as the concept of angle advantage and how to use it to your advantage to take favorable gunfights. All the details of that can also be found in my longer mechanics guide. The second pattern that exists in the game is economy patterns. It requires you to understand what good econ and ult point management looks like to help you decide when to buy or save, and how you might want to play the round depending on the weapons and ultimates that you and the enemy team have available. For example, even if you have the best aim in the world, if you peek into an angle where an enemy is holding you with a bucky, you're gonna get one pumped and die. Or if you see that an enemy KO has his ultimate available on Breeze, there's a good chance he'll use it over on the B site where the Viper or Cypher is playing. Keeping track of ultimates, guns, and paying attention to the economy will be a crucial point to focus on more at this level. The third pattern you gotta understand is positioning patterns. They require you to understand concepts such as angle isolation, optimal spacing for trades, ally and enemy rotation options and timings, basic attacking and defending side defaults, playing off of contact, map control, and so on to help you decide how to position yourself around the map. For example, no matter how good your aim or reaction time is, if you're caught out in the open and you get peeked from 2 different angles at the same time, there's a very high chance that you won't survive. Or let's say if your team has poor spacing while entering a site, there's a very good chance that your team will get picked off one by one without being able to trade each other at all. Lastly, utility patterns require you to understand concepts such as ally and enemy util timings, combos, counters, and so on to help you decide how to maximize the value you get from your and your teammates' utility. For example, even if you have the best aim in the world, if you get unexpectedly flashed, there's a very low chance that you're gonna win the fight. but if you can anticipate where and when the enemy likes to flash, you can come up with counterplays. As you continue to learn the basics of the game and you've gotten out of gold and managed to hit plat, it's a continuous process of refining the basic fundamentals in the game to hit diamond. However, I hit a wall when I reached diamond 1, and keep in mind this was before Ascendant was a rank. I kept fluctuating between plat 3 and diamond 1, and that's when I started to think more critically about how I was playing the game. Around plat and diamond is when you start to see 3 different types of players. Players who are overly reliant on their aim and have practically zero game sense, players who are overly reliant on their utility and agent mastery, aka lineup players who don't understand the principle behind what actually makes a good lineup, and lastly, players who are a weird mix of both that fall in the in-between where they're well-rounded but not really exceptional in anything either. I fell into the first category of players. I remember I was an all-aim, no-brain Reyna in plat who ego-peeked every angle, but the moment I understood the reason why 1-for-1 trades favor the attackers, I stopped my old habits and started to play a lot more around my teammates' positioning and utility. Ask yourself all the time, is this a high-risk, high-reward fight that's worth it for me to take? Or is this a high-risk, low-reward play that's going to put my team in a difficult spot? If you fall into the second category of players, you have to break the habit of over-relying on utility to get kills. Sometimes thinking too much about your utility will put you in positions where you miss the timing on getting easy frags. You can't keep compensating your lack of confidence in your aim with your util. You also need to ask yourself whether your util is actually providing value to your team or not. If your crazy lineup lands even 3 seconds after your team started the execute, it's already late. If you fall into the last category of players where your skills are more well-rounded, but everything is a bit lackluster, focus on one skill at a time to improve, one at a time. Once you hit Ascendant, the game can start to feel pretty sweaty. Players between Ascendant 1 to Immortal 1 are comfortable with recognizing in-game patterns and for the most part can make correct decisions quickly. However, the reason why players get stuck in this rank is because the problems that they struggled with between plat and diamond are amplified even more. So in an attempt to fix their weakest skills, a lot of players between Ascendant and Immortal end up struggling with overthinking. Overthinking your problems is understandable because the higher up you climb in elo, the more you're going to be punished for your mistakes, so you become fixated on fixing those weaknesses as soon as possible. But this mindset can backfire in so many ways and keep you hard stuck. For example, an Ascendant 2 Sky player might now be pretty good at some components of the game such as mechanics and positioning, but they might have identified that their util usage is still subpar. In an attempt to work on their weakest skills, they focus too much on using their utility. What ends up happening then is during a fast site hit, they try to throw all their flashes and use their dog to get onto the site when they could have just played contact, pop one quick flash.
Welcome back, IRP viewers. The series is tied at 1-1, so Bind is going to be the deciding map. We have another sub for Frost coming in for, or not Frost, or yeah, Frost. Miku being replaced by, I believe it was Mr. Turtle, someone we saw on map 1. We see the locks coming in here very quick, actually. Let me go to the match screen so you can see a bit more clearly.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got thumbtacks on Sky.
Is that not what we typically see? What does Thumbtacks play?
Ah, he plays like Duelist Clove.
Oh. Oh yeah, some of the Clove we saw on Haven.
Oh. Yeah. It's okay, we have Turtle. Mr. Turtle is on Cypher. He's the goat. Goat Cypher. Let's see some lurks. I want to see a good lurk. Ooh, Hams is on Duelist this time.
Intriguing.
Ooper's on Clove? Hmm.
I'm gonna be silently rooting for Crimson since he's on the Brimmy.
We do have a Brim.
Yes! Yes! No Viper, unfortunately.
RIP.
And a Clove, which I don't think I've seen played too often in team play on
Bind, no less.
Yeah. I mean, typically whatever Cloves I see in ranked is just play in CT spawn and rotate to it, whatever the noise is. That's about it. All right, here we go. Map 3 underway. It is time for the decider. Very slow opener. Both teams not really taking too much space. However, we do see quick showers control being taken. Ever so slightly conceded. Indigo, and maybe a bit of an unfavorable position. Very smart to cross through the smoke. I fear he might not want to just stay over here. Oh, he has no choice. He's netted. Unfortunate for Indigo. Traded out by Hams, though. Thumbtacks finds one as well. So now numbers in favor of Frost. Oh my goodness. Hams finding one now, too. Ooper, get your gun out.
Okay.
That's just a straight freebie. Hams finds 3 on the round. Might end up finding the pistol ace here, too. Good job by Hams. Stalling the site retake halfway to dimensional drift immediately. Oh. Little taps come through for both teams. Now it's just going to be silence unless
Hams is
Frost
low.
could go ahead and
they're both
find
split
something.
up.
Indeed.
Oh.
One TP comes through, but the spike is still over on B. So Crimson hears this noise being made. Oh, wait, what is... Both knives out. Oh my gosh, man. Both players trying to get a one-up on the other. That's funny. In sync, too. Pulls the knife back out. So now it is just Turtles
Crimson hears him.
in a 1v2. Having to get the spike down as well. Halved. Crimson closing that out very quickly, thankfully. Make sure Miku doesn't join. I mean, I don't even think it matters anyways. They can't see the game from here, but it is what it is.
Interesting pistol round.
Ham steals the long orb. It's now 2 off dimensional drift, round 2. I mean, once you get that much value, there's, I mean, shoot. TP's out very smartly to conserve health, conserve his life, but now also leaving his single teammate to deal with the fire that is going to be the Frost take. Yep, Jevu finding. Very chaotic little round over here. Does look like Crimson want, or not Crimson. Looks like Omni want to retake through elbow, but Frost are trying to force their way into it, and force their way into it they will. Wavy finds 3 with the Spectre. Oh my goodness, almost finds the spam on Turtles as well. Gives Turtles a bit of an ear piercing though. 4 on the round, flawless from Wavy. Dude, we see him pop off on the Sentinel. Let's get that gun action on the Duelist. We need some openers, baby. Working out wonderfully. Now, only 1 player with kills on Omnivoid. They are going to have better guns
They
this
have
round, but
rifles.
still.
They're not out yet.
Not wonderful on the shield situation, especially with those spam guns that Frost still have in their
That
arsenal.
too.
We're gonna play for a set flash over here. Scratch that. Skydog makes them abandon that. Ooh. Those almost come through. Nope, blinds are gonna come through anyways. Everybody's blind. Everybody's blind. No vision for you. As Ham exits his smoke, Thumbtacks plays the anti-flash wonderfully. Catches Hams. Now numbers in favor of Frost on their bonus round. Waving Indigo millimeters away. Indigo finds it, but unfortunately is going to be down
They know
to
where
a sliver of
both players
HP.
are. Plays low.
Brimstone backing up.
Dico is.
Dude, Cypher
as
Trip's
well.
still alive. Is he playing for Molly? I know this spot. I know this spot. Oh. Indigo very nearly taken out, but still on so little HP that I'm sure it won't matter anyhow. Molly is still in play. He could go for it. I am a sucker. Turtle taken out, but it's just not going to be enough time whatsoever. Indigo smartly backing up to save his rifle. And I mean, shoot, Frost with 3 very comfortably. Gonna force Omnivoid into a horrible buy round.
That was just a dog fighting long. That was dog fight. Huge dog fight.
Lines left and right, everybody unable to see.
Yeah. Blue screen, red screen, yellow screen.
Guys, just blink. Just blink, guys. It's okay. What am I looking at, Indigo?
Someone
What am
turned
I
that
looking at?
flash.
Line up spot. Pop it.
Oh, write that down, write that down.
I wrote it down. Both teams want to open up over towards this B site, but that's where the stack is going to be on both teams regardless. Rumba finally comes through to try and break the site as well as the rest of that team. Indigo almost finds the spam, but oh, you don't have a sight line. You shouldn't be spamming there. Just walk out the smoke, get your crosshair trained on somebody's head, then tap. Unfortunately, that wasn't the situation, but Uber might have a decent little opening. The Cypher was taken out, so free to come in through trips. Skyflash does not sense anybody. Uber's going to find Thumbtacks first if he finds anybody. Smoke is going to go down here in a few seconds. Maybe spotted out? I believe so. Yeah, Thumbtack's pretty convinced.
There we go.
Unable to find it. I mean, a round lost anyhow, but still couldn't even find our boy. So shoot, Omni really just shut out. Call a timeout now at this point. Something's going wrong on attack. You need to find out what and adjust now rather than later. It just needs to happen. Especially with the alt points coming in through for Frost. 1 off of Seekers, 2 off of Orbital Strike, and you already have Blade Storm on. So weapons are not going to be an issue whatsoever.
Oh my gosh,
He's
Crimson just did
conceding
something right
shower, and Crimson's going to take this timing beautifully.
there. It's hitting quietly.
Uber jiggle peeking, spots wavy. Domed in the head just a little bit.
Oh,
Mr. Turtle finds
Double
1
kill.
and 2. Wonderful lurking. Taking it very slowly. Dissecting that A backside hold. And now that op down long won't even matter. And I wouldn't even be surprised if they do want to save this op yet again. Yeah, at this point, just back it on up. Get whatever guns you still have. And it's just... Frost are just... They just know. They're just knowers. There's nothing that Omnivoid could possibly do right now without a timeout to discuss how they want to continue this game. Like, you have the shower control. You might as well stay. You don't exactly have any pressure over on B, I don't think. Like, you just need to take your space and keep it. Find us a map where you need one of the extremities, because there's 2 entryways to a site on both sites. That's why it's so important on A Haven to have multiple players over towards A, because there's just 2 openings over there. You need to make sure you're not split on.
I mean, yeah, especially with a Sentinel on B.
You're a lot freer to stack over towards A, and especially take one of those extremities. I mean, just look at B long. It's been... I mean, despite the fact that they're up 5-0, it's been more of a struggle to take B long for Frost just because they have those numbers over there. And it's harder to get in towards a site if you don't have one of the lanes. That's what they need to be doing over on A, and maybe a bit stronger. Cypher insta-cage over towards A. See, this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, you need to be contesting this, or else it's just over. Mr. Turtle finds Turtles! Despite the phantom headshot dink. That is some crazy work. Ooper with the sheriff, though. Good shots. So now finally, Omnivoid coming into a round with better numbers, but then again, such worse weapons. So it might not even end up mattering. Uber, you have numbers. You might want to back out of here. I know you don't know that there's other people here. Oh, doing a bit. You're leaving gaps, and I mean, that's just unfortunate. At the end of the day. Understands that there were 2 there. 1 there, 2 there, 2 TP. No, get your gun out, Racer. He's to your left. He's on 1 HP. Spam him. All right, that's going to be huge for Omnivoid now. Once again, finally coming in with a numbers advantage. They do have raised rocket. Might end up getting caught out. Finds Indigo in the mid-site smoke. Now it's just a 2v2 here. Ham's just going to come out of this with an operator. Which might be a little interesting. Both players are going to back up towards showers and attempt to re-wrap through short. One may.
Well, they brim you till for days.
Yeah, gotta be taking a look at that scoreboard, seeing that Brim ult is online. And now it is there. Deadlock all catches 1. That's gonna be huge. Brimali is not gonna leave the bomb. It's blocked by Racer. That is huge. That is a great round from Racer. Oh my gosh. Cleaning up that B long area and killing the last 2 on the 2v2 retake to put Omnivoid on the round. Omnivoid on the board, rather, with 1 round.
Yeah. They do have
And with
rifles, though,
Brimall
still
out of the
have
equation is going to be freeing too. Yeah, still have the op.
Yeah.
Op hasn't seen too much action quite yet. But hopefully they're going to try and do what they can to get it online over here. 2 towards shower, 1 towards short. They understand that the op is still online, so they're not going to needlessly peek anything. Smart dog through over on B long. Crimson just holding for the walkout. And Roomba to clear B. So now Frost have the entirety of the B entryways. Luka and Long, respectively. A clone TP. To put a little bit of pressure over on Hookah while they stack up over there. So now Omnivoid are ready to intercept if they show desire to take it. Turtle finding the pick on Shower. These lurks by Turtle just absolutely devastating. There's nothing that Omnivoid can do to stop it. Turtle's just shooting. And patched up too with that sky heal.
I'm sorry, do they want to end B?
Apparently they do. Wavy,
I mean, they
here's
only
the
have 1 on
sensors. Stunned up by the sensor. Wonderful job by Ooper to anchor that down. And now here's some of this noise. TP comes through. Both TPs come through. Guys, it's A, it's A, it's A. Go rotate A. Very smart. Seekers come through as well now. Not going to see much in the front areas. Then again, Ooper is just alone over here in Hookah with an op. Turtle's finding Turtle. Now Omnivoid look like they're finally going to close out another round. As the last remaining player, Thumbtacks, has to stop the spike and get it defused. But it's just Ooper every day. So the op not quite finding value, but still putting a lot of pressure on Frost, which I feel like they just need to keep this op alive, keep sightlines held down, and it's working. It's working for sure. Just the fact that it's there puts a whole ton of pressure. You see how Crimson just didn't even want to bother peeking into short? Op hasn't been found yet. Don't do anything unnecessary. I was thinking for a second that Racer might want to quick peek out of there, but smart move to not do so. And again, you are a bit close up. You might be overwhelmed. Ooh, good wall timing. Skydog completely counteracted, but unfortunately, doesn't matter if you're counteracting if you're just dead. Hams finally finds one with the op. That is what we have been waiting for. Jevu entries towards the site. Ooper tries to find some value. Unfortunately, Jevu still remains alive. One shot out. Now it's a 4v4 retake scenario. Omnivoid do have Not Dead Yet as well as Showstopper. They do what they can here. Op almost finds that chip. A showstopper finally online. Finds one. Locates the other with the satcheling out as well. Crimson venturing top site. Cooper over an elbow, finding two. And then to go with the third. Wonderful retake. Only used one ult too and gathered another in the meantime. Some great value by Omnivoid. We're seeing like the exact same thing happen all 3 maps in a row. One team goes crazy on the attack, and then the other finds out how to counterplay, counteract, and just close out the second half of the first half. The tail end of the first half, rather. That's a cleaner way of saying it.
Still haven't found a way to counter this off.
I mean,
It's been kind of a pain.
Sky Util, you do have Brim smokes, you have a Jet smoke, you have Satchel to try and dislocate that crosshair placement, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you're a shooter like Hams, just like we saw over in Hookah, then it's not even gonna matter what you do for it. Raised down. Razor almost caught out. Good timing, good nade. Hooper with the close positioning too. Hams finds one through the smoke, and so the opening 2 with the operator. Opening 3, scratch that, my goodness. And Turtle desperately spamming to try and help his team out, but it's just not going to be enough because Razor is on him as well. Hams with 3 with the operator. A flawless round from Omnivoid. And there we go.
Third timeout.
The timeout.
It's perfect.
It's exactly what you want to see from these gamers. Finally, timeout's being called. Yes, yes, please. Thank goodness.
They're listening to you, Doug. It's a miracle.
It helps. It only benefits you. It only benefits you. It's so goated.
I said it grows the economy.
It does. It does.
Benefits everybody. Hurts nobody.
Like the adjustments that Omni have been making, taking some of that extremity control with a little bit of aggression. But if it works, it works.
Yeah.
And it has been working. Hams at the top of the match scoreboard with the operator in hand pretty much the whole game. Wonderful work being done. And now again, 2 off-dimensional drift. This might, I believe this to be... He used it once or twice. Because he's gotten a lot of value. I think this might be the second time it comes online.
I think so.
Time to jump.
Racer as well. 2 off of Annihilation. Ross realistically only have 1 ult to come in to play this round here, but then again, we'll see if one individual player pops off and manages to get theirs on. Wonderful barrier mesh to stall that Raze Roomba. No information in Hookah gathered exactly. Operator peering down A short, finger at the trigger, ready for a pixel color change to happen. As well as a raise on top of truck. Scratch that, never mind. I was going to say, watching his right side. Clone hops in the TP. Same exact pressure we've been seeing. Now the adaptive setup here happening as well. I really like how Hams has agency on this operator.
Yeah. It's just holding the space.
Showers has just been cleared out as well. The only real threat is over on B, and that's where the numbers are on Omnivoid. Not going to be very many numbers anymore because one is taken out. Now Hams going to need to activate here. Pops the dog. Oh my goodness, finds the collect kill. They lined up for him. And now it's going to be Jevu entering to backside successfully. However, Ham still remains alive. Dimensional drift online to keep himself online. To keep himself alive, rather. Unults very quickly. He wants to stay active and stop this spike plant before it starts. Ooper from heaven stalls the spike. And now another round going Omnivoid's direction. Ooper finds one, can't find the second, but still, all that value. Oh my goodness, Hams with the collect kill on short. Wow. 1 bullet, 2 kills. That was the perfect opportunity to say 2 birds, 1 stone, and I didn't do it. I'm sad at myself.
Crimson doesn't die there?
Did he even get the smokes down? I'm not sure. I don't recall.
I don't think so.
Well, I suppose it worked out slightly because Jevu was able to get some kills backside. But Hams, with the self-sufficiency on the operator too, has the dimensional drift online to keep himself alive that round. What a wonderful job. It's going to be a very fast hit over here into the A site. Showers is going to be crunched. Hams yet again finds the first pick with the op. Might end up finding the second here. Raid bossing in the TP. Omnivoid just did a wonderful job of making sure that they do not lose this shower control.
Watching here.
By stalling the pinch. But at the exact same time, they just drove all their numbers over here. Wavy with a wonderful lurk into lamps over here is going to hear all of this rotating. Is not going to be able to get a kill, however. Unfortunate. So now it is Frost in a 2v5. They are going to get the spike down, which might alleviate a tiny bit of pressure. You know, 1 person defusing the spike is 1 less person shooting at you, but you're going to have to get on the site first for this to happen. Get on the site. They will not, because it is just Omnivoid with another flawless round. Absolutely popping off here. First better defensive half that we have seen. Well, Frost could still close one out to make it 6-6, but then again, 3 players with very limited shield. I mean, when you got a raid boss like Hams on your team, then everything's going to be difficult for the enemies. Yeah. Luckily for them, though, Annihilation Annihilation just gone like that. And now they know that the attackers do have to be over on A. Turtle finds the long player. Hooper does activate not dead yet. I'm not positive he's going to get any value out of this. Wait, yes he is. He's going to get at least something. He might end up finding one. He does not, but still the information is there that the shower players are there. And now it's just going to be a fast A take. They've been revealed. Frost's plan has been revealed. Oh my goodness, look at the wonderful timing that Jevu has over here in lamps. Racer just made a step. Turtle is going to know where one is. So nothing happening quite yet. Orbital strike to drive out whatever players they can. Turtle's finding one backside. Thumbtacked with the trade onto Turtles. And now it's going to be a 2v4 retake. 2 over in the backside. Turtle taking out one more. Don't shoot the clone, man. The Yoru's dead. Indigo just B-hopped on. Now 6-6. Omnivoid had a lot of momentum, and likely still might. Then again, new half, new me for both teams here, so we're just going to have to go ahead and see if that new me is going to be efficient at getting rounds in or not. Both teams really just showing their dominance in their own perspectives. 5 unanswered, followed by 6 unanswered from the enemy team. Absolutely insane work by both. Now it's just going to come down to this. 6-6. No leads from any given team. His nade comes through to try and stall these A short takers. Roomba as well. So the information is there that a lot of Omnivoid players are going to be over in A. As the first picks come through, Mr. Turtle finding 2 very quickly. And now, not a lot of brute force. Racer with the quick little jiggle classic shotgun tap. Hams with the trade as well. Thumbtacks from heaven, though. It's going every which way. Wavy exits the... Oh my goodness. Wavy exits the short... I can't even finish my sentence before everything happens. Wavy exits the shower smoke. Indigo manages to tuck back into triple to find that kill. Wonderful heads up play, wonderful shooting from Indigo, but ultimately it's just Frost.
Don't even start that shit here, mate. Rightio.
So I mean, not too much to comment on. Just brawls coming through for both teams. Omnivoid might struggle this round, but I guarantee you once their bonus comes around, they're going to be maybe comfortable with these set attack rounds that they love to do so much.
He push
Quiet
again?
down short so far. All 5 players.
Happened.
Yoru TP up. Uncontested. Uncipher cammed. Pops out while Hams is taking off the deadlock net, however. Wonderful play.
Wait,
2 first bloods in a
Razor
row.
netted his own teammate.
Apparently. And the smoke is there as well. Makes a step. Might end up being a bit of a fatal mistake, but at the same time, you have a stinger with all 3 players in this area incredibly low. We also see Jevu taking all of this passive shower space as well. With the Outlaw. Oh, Uber is very low as well. Omni's just going to be taking this over to B into 1 player. Jevu finally finds that pick. But now it's just going to be Wavy all by his lonesome. Nothing but an Outlaw. Completely naded out. Does not even flinch. Oh, that's a fatal error.
Smoke's down.
The retake from Frost, however, is going to be... Scratch that. I was going to say with numbers advantage in their favor. Crimson, though, find it. What in the world is going... Crimson with the spam through the box. Just binaries, and you win.
I guess so.
So Omni did some damage, but not enough. 3 is the magic number if you want to consider that round a slight success. They did only find 2. So I mean, despite those players going down, not too much of a loss at the end of the day. Especially coming into this with Outlaws. Only 1 player is able to be one-shot by them, however, so might not end up working out too favorably unless I can hit those double taps. Spike is going to be carried over towards this A. 3 from both sides over on this site specifically. And that is exactly what I was saying. Unable to hit the 1-tap. Omni do have 2 immediately. Not even 10 seconds into the round, so that's going to free up a lot of space. And 3rd as well. Uber finds one as well. It is just a flawless round as the last player is spotted out. Unfortunately, Ham's taken out, but at the end of the day, free site, free bomb plant. It's just Jover. Now, Mr. Turtle kind of has the freedom to decide if he wants to go for this retake or if he just wants to back up and save the rifle. 2 players are extremely low, however. It is going to be deadlock with the plants. Now, Annihilation is online for round 3 of this half. Hooper spotted out in Mobo. 2 cages to his name as well. Could go for a bit of a peek. The raise is extremely low. Oh my goodness. The deadlock, crouch net, and the turtle's peak in unison. Catch Turtle off guard. I'm not even sure Omni were using too much util that round. It was just straight Peak City. All 4 of those openers just tap, tap, tap.
You have an op.
You do, in fact, have an
Deadly.
op. Let's hope they don't. Let's hope Omni don't fully rely on those peaks because now there's a weapon in circulation that'll just shut that down. Might end up happening over here, and that's exactly what happens. JV finds Hams, a pivotal player that we've seen over on this defensive half from Omni, taken out. Turtle finds one on the flank too. Hooper gone. Oh my goodness, he like full walked down. That was a very bold timing that Turtle took, and it paid dividends. Now he has the entirety of B because camera is just up. Nobody has tripped this hookah. Going to have all the info in the world.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Now knows that 1 may be close. Only 1 though, so they're going to keep the majority of their players on A. Frost still have a very strong hold. Brimstone laying down that A short smoke before he rotates over as well to feign more presence.
Over there.
Now, Annihilation online, if they choose to do so, they can go for a pick. Shower's player down. It's just the remaining 2 over in short. Jvu doing wonders for this defensive hold. Not a single player dead on Frost yet. Now that is the 3rd Brim Smoke finally down. So they have literally no reason to be on this B whatsoever. Cypher has the deep line long, as well as the trip still active in Hookah. It does look like it's just going to be Omni go and save the guns here. Yeah, I mean, just a wonderful round from Frost, finding that op pick into Shower immediately, as well as the Cypher pick onto Hookah. It was just unfortunate that Uber just wasn't traded out.
Yeah.
And the camera placement too. Oh my goodness. Prime defense from Frost. Frost have a lot of this game in their hands currently, especially with this op still online. Let's see how Omni go ahead and respond to the op plays, because they were at the giving end last half, but now they are on the receiving. Annihilation does not catch out Wavy, so that's 1 ult just down immediately.
Got a timing.
And they don't even bother to clear. What are we doing, Racer? That was just unfortunate. 2 picks again going Frost's way. And now they're being pinched too. Look at the deep space that Jvu.
Yeah.
Crimson does find one. He is traded out, however. Still heavily in favor of Frost. 1 down. Op flank is crazy. Op flank is crazy. Oh my gosh. And now you got Showstopper at the ready.
Yeah.
Omni got to start making some... I don't think I've seen any, like, set attack rounds from them, necessarily. Like, we saw a lot of it on Sunset. Right now, it just seems they don't have anything.
It's just hard pressure A.
It's like they have 1 flash, they have satchels, but they have a scan, but they don't have any, like, sheer stopping power. I mean, other than Deadlock Net, but then again, that's very situational and hard to get value out of, so... Does look like they're going to try and go for a hard attack round this time. And again, Jvu uncaught by the Prowler, so going to get a free op shot. Now as they finally do enter the site, Jvu caught out, not before finding one with Showstopper. They do know one is in Hookah. Crimson just crouch peeking with the Odin. Finds Indigo. And with Showstopper online, not Showstopper, and with Orbital Strike online too. The bomb is going to go down over on A. Racer finds, oh my goodness, Racer finds the lone player over there. Oh my, what is going, Spike is down, I believe.
Yep.
As well as the players. Now the stick is just going to come through. Racer needs to go immediately. Racer getting it done with just sheer movement. He's got to go though. A smart play from Thumbtacks to go for the flash because he knew his teammate wasn't exactly positioned to trade that out, but at the same time, probably could have stuck it. Worked out in the end for you though. Racer had nice evasive movement, which just goes to show you that when you're not shooting somebody, you gotta stay on your feet. Three ults from both sides here. Omni really need this round. They desperately need this round so that it's not match point. Op is over on top truck. Will not find one. The clone to displace the crosshair. What just happened?
What the wait?
Tortles Rosa ulted into Lamps. Got shot from 2 angles. And now Omni have front sight. They don't have front sight anymore. Orbital Strike comes down. Racer takes a massive amount of HP. Ooper with the not dead yet, as well as the Mr. Total flank to take out Racer. Not dead yet, taken out as well. And it's just Jover. Oh my goodness. Crimson with 3 on the round. Wonderful ult, wonderful positioning, wonderful gun shooting. 15 assists on the Brimmy. 19 rounds into the game. Wow. Not disappointing me on my main agent.
This is a nice spot.
So now match point. Omni need 5 in a row to get into overtime. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Against an Odin and Operator. And 3 Guardians for Omni. So this is going to go one of 2 ways.
Oh!
That's going to alleviate some pressure. Mr. Turtle getting a little complacent and lazy, just slightly. Trying to back up and get his camera. Turtles beat him on the timing, though. Just fully sprinted out on that left side. Nightfall comes through. Does
Wavy
not
didn't
scan
get ulted?
Wavy.
There's no way. Okay,
Hams
you got checked.
does find the angle. That was very fortunate for Hams. You notice that the outline did not cross the box, so our Jet in the corner just was not aware of Ham's positioning. Very fortunate for Omni. Hooper takes one. Jevu takes one out as well. Now it's going to be an Odin and an Operator to try for this retake. Operator doing some work, however, but unfortunately doing a bit too much work. Crimson may be able to find some. Only 31 bullets left in the clip. 10 bullets is all it's going to be done. Okay, Indigo closes out that round. Thankfully, Omni desperately needed that to stay alive. They do take the op. I'm sure Frost is going to be able to afford another one. Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen Hams.
I mean, we have seen Hams on the defensive op. So we know he's good for it. We're just going to have to go ahead and see how he adjusts on attack half.
Yes, this should do.
4 left to go for Omni. Take it 1 round at a time. And all Frost needs is 1. Been holding so good. I doubt they even need to adjust anything at this point. Except for a couple mental gaps. Turtles takes out Jevu. Turtles 2 rounds in a row with the opening pick. Doing work. Crimson does find the trade, however. Let's smoke down into A short. They know Fade is here. Hooper finds Wavy in Hookah.
Destroyed.
Oh, it's going to be Hams contesting Mr. Turtle over here in long. Turtle knows for a fact he's there. There's a slight chance, but then again, they are sending the Fade Prowler in, so Turtle no longer has a timing. Almost found the second one there. That would have been giant for Frost. But now the trade comes through. And Thumbtacks with the TP does have Seekers online. Might want to go for it here. Especially if they find one. Might even want to pop it anyhow. It does come online. One's going to be sight, one's going to be elbow, and one is going to be over an octagon on long. Stunned up. Good placement for that sensor. Molly's the flank so he can come out into sight freely. Racer, though, finds it immediately. And Thumbtacks may opt to back up here. Almost had the tap. Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and back up and save the rifle. You have leeway to do so, you might as well. So now Omni. 1 round at a time. 3 left to go. I love that stupid little air horn.
Yeah.
Didn't love it enough to buy it though. It's a lot of ugh. $2,400 on this game.
Yeah.
It's I'm done. Other than battle passes, I'm done.
Flex.
Yeah, no. I got plenty already. I got a PB and J, dude. I'm good. Top sight line down here in short on a tight angle. Jevu does not have the reaction time for it though. Turtles with the wonderful fast peek to break up that sight line. Prowler does not scan Thumbtacks. This may come into play here in a second if they choose to walk out. Does not look like it's going to be the case. Hams does hold the smoke, however. Very heads up play from him. Dimensional Drift is online now. Just very silent. Omni are going to try and take in from short.
snappy
Wavy finds the
kill.
first pick of the round. Turtle's down. He's been so pivotal in finding these opening picks, but now he himself is an opening pick. Oh my goodness. Look at the space. Okay, Wavy takes out Hams. Now A is pretty much free. Look at the space that Mr. Turtle has. Ooper takes him out. So now B is going to be relatively uncontested, they hope. I would certainly hope so if I was on Omni right now.
He's
But
goes
Crimson has
iPad
other
out.
plans. TP towards A.
Oh,
It is
thumbtacks,
just
big
thumbtacks to
fire.
try and intercept this.
Oh, I got
Position
big.
known. Position known. Annihilation to hopefully take out this player. And the spike is down. It's over. It's over. Frost win. Oh my goodness. We'll say a slightly anticlimactic round to end it, but wonderful gameplay from Frost. Still undefeated, 4-0. Oh my goodness. A lot of players from both teams there just having their own pop-off moments and just really coming in clutch. So shoot. Omnivoid 2-2 record. Frost 4-0 record. Well darn. That is going to be the series. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. Jevu with a nice little 247. 6 first bloods from just Jevu and Turtle. Those two
Turtle!
players leading the charge.
No way.
6 first bloods from a Cypher
Wow.
is crazy work.
I told
It
you.
was
I told
it was
you
just a
he's the
team
goat.
diff at that point. Just 3 Frost players having wonderful games. My goodness. All right, well, I think that's really going to be all. Thank you all so much for watching. We're going to get to some interviews now. Be back in a second. Once we get that going, we will come back to the little yap screen and yeah.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight we gonna let it away. Tonight we gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna
All right, welcome back. We have our interview here. We've selected BDT for his performance on the Sentinel role for the first 2 maps. Swapped over to the Duelist, showed some sparks of wonderful gameplay on the last map over here, but it was just absolutely pop off by the rest of his team. I noticed you got, what was it, an ace on Vi's Sunset? You had so much value as a lone site anchor. I just want to say, first of all, congratulations on remaining undefeated. Absolutely wonderful job by you guys.
Hey, we're just a ghost, man. You know.
Yeah, shoot, fair
I'm
enough.
not nervous about any of the team, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's that confidence in your team that really propelled you guys to stay undefeated. What was the swap over to the Jet? Was that like planned for Bind? I want to say
It was. I do.
it was the plan.
I do not play Duelist, or I mean, Senti on Bind.
So like map specific wise, you just don't play it on
Yeah.
Bind. I got you.
Yeah.
I love insta locking Sova. I just don't play Initiator on Bind. So I know how that is. You show a lot of good signs on Sentinel though. Low key, like study up on like Cypher or Killjoy or whatever. You're popping off, dude. Especially like every single time I see you like uncleared, I know you're about to get a multi-kill. Especially in that little corner next to the choke on
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
that little choke on Sunset. and pretty much the exact same spot. You went uncleared by Ooper on the Reyna for Haven,
Mhm.
and then you just tap 3 in the head. Like, oh my
I don't know why
goodness.
they weren't clearing me. I thought it was like pretty known at that point that I was just gonna be standing somewhere on site, but I guess not.
I mentioned that. Like, I'm watching your POV. I see the gun barrel of Ooper poke out. He just doesn't even full clear you. That's like
Yeah, I
way to
don't
seize
know.
the opportunity.
It's
Do
just a lot
you?
of bad parts on them.
Yeah, no, just like the tiny errors kind of stacking up, and you're just they give you an inch and you take a mile. Would you say a lot of your gameplay is self-sufficient, or do you really enjoy how your team sets you up for certain things? I think I know what the answer is going to be because you had a lot of solo moments, but
Well, I don't think it's gonna be the answer you want, man. I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for my team, like I wouldn't even be doing half the stuff I'm doing. Like, if I wasn't comfortable with them holding down the other site without me rotating, then I mean I'd be insta rotating every time. But the fact that I know I got Jake at thumbtacks over there on Sunset holding down A, I'm saying I could just sit there on B and play my game.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, you got
And
anything?
then I have the GOAT Crimson. He just does him, man.
He just oh my gosh, he definitely does him. 15 assists on bind by like I think it was like round 19 or something.
Yeah.
He showed up on my Brimmy. He represented me.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, it's definitely my team definitely helps with everything. Like, it's never just a solo game out there, you know?
Yeah.
Was I clutching though? Most definitely.
Oh, you were clutching, undoubtedly. You got any questions for him,
This
Chloe?
is a message to all the other teams out there.
Oh,
don't ever hit my fucking site. You understand
Hey,
me?
hey. There's our one F-bomb to keep our PG-13 rating.
Oh, my apologies.
You good, you good.
Can't help it. He's too good.
Any questions though, Chloe?
Yo, what went through your mind during OT?
Which map do we have OT? That was
Sunset.
Sunset. First map.
Sunset.
Wasn't it like 14 to
Y'all came out
16?
heated.
So listen, I'm gonna be honest. You know, I don't know if my team wants me to say this. The only reason we lost that is because we were just unprepared. Like, we came unprepared for the first game. I'm saying, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of got onto them. I feel like I might have yelled a little bit too much after that game. But like, we all know it should have never went to overtime. Like, we're better than them in every aspect, as you can see at the last 2 games.
Yeah.
But when it got to overtime, we were just kind of like, we got to lock in to figure something out. Like, they're abusing too many things, so unfortunately, we just weren't able to do that. Or were we? I don't remember if we won that or not. No, yeah, we did.
Yeah, third map. Third. You went to third map, yeah. It was close. It was really close.
We had a last-minute platinum sub in Indigo. How do you feel he did throughout the whole series, despite being like significantly less experienced than everybody else in the map, and like coming into a brand new team, especially against a now completely undefeated 4-0 Frost? How do you think he managed himself?
I'm not gonna lie, like he did a lot better than I thought he was going to. Like, when they first said they were gonna get a plat sub, I was gonna call it, yo, this is free, bro. Like, if he goes smokes, initiator, it doesn't matter. But he was tapping me sometimes. Like, on Haven, he was shutting me down a little bit on offense, but I just can't stop that defense. But I think he held his own. Like, he definitely, if there was a lower league, I think he'd be in there dominating.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, much shout out to Indigo for filling in last second and also holding his own, doing damage wherever he could. Yeah, I think like 6-1 at one point in Sunset in the early stages. I was like, okay, pop off.
Yeah, we did mention that. We were confused on how Platt was going 7-1 against us.
Yeah. He's actually holding his own.
Unless we have anything else that is going to conclude the interviews and conclude our match today. Once again, Frost, congratulations on staying undefeated, and good luck on the, let me see who you guys got. Good luck against Venomist on the 3rd at Saturday at 6 p.m. EST. We have you go.
That game's free, bro. Aimless not stopping shit. Jules not stopping shit. Oh, my apologies for cussing again. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
That's just another dub. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey,
Just
you've backed up the talk
5-0.
so far. You've backed up the talk so far, remaining undefeated. So I know it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be a game. I know it's gonna be a game.
Yes, sir.
It's always a game. It's always a game with Frost.
And at the exact same time, 4-0, guaranteed a winning record. Even if the next 3 go sour, guaranteed the winning record above the 5. All right, that is going to be all from us. Thank you, viewers, so much for watching. I hope the production was up to par, and everything went smooth for you guys. Much appreciated. GG to Omni, GG to Frost. We will see you all not next week. Once again, I want to say next week is a bye week, December 22nd through 28th. No games. Merry Christmas to you all. We will be back here on the 4th at the exact same time to cast Miku versus Fortune. Bye-bye.